All right, my friends, good morning. It is 2:13 in the morning, and here we go again. We do have severe weather starting to work its way back into East Tennessee as we have this next line that's coming on through the area. So we've got one severe thunderstorm warning, the special weather statement right now for parts of Fentress County, moving into Scott County as well. We have the line of storms moving their way, just to kind of give you a broad perspective anyways of how this is all playing out. And good morning, Mark. I was just falling asleep. Well, I took about a 2-hour nap, so there you go. We're at it again, my friend. Here we are, my friend. But the problem is, and the reason why I am going live again is I was watching it, but the problem is we have tornado tags on this, and so anytime you get and that's what we had with some of the severe thunderstorm warnings that we had yesterday. Because we have the tornado tags on it, and these kind of storms do potentially present tornado issues. Mostly, it's heavy wind, heavy rain, damaging wind is usually the main effect from these, especially during the overnight hours. But we saw the atmosphere yesterday was conducive for tornadic activity, and it will also likely be the case with this as well. So that's the story right now. The big story. Good morning, Matthew. Watching from Saudi Daisy, are you this morning? Nice. Glad you could join us from Saudi Daisy. Beautiful part of East Tennessee. So just got to give you a broad perspective. You can see this next little batch of storms that are going to continue to work their way to the south and southeast. And again, I've been watching it I kind of been waking up off and on about every hour to get an idea of how these storms are propagating to the southeast. And they did have some tornado warnings on them as they move their way through Kentucky. And we do have tornado warnings now outside of Jackson, Tennessee right now. With 3 from Fentress County all the way up in 4 actually up into southeastern Kentucky. So let's go ahead and dive into the details on this. We'll bring it to the closer view. So we'll jump right up to Fentress County, Scott County as well, getting ready to work its way. So current warning from the National Weather Service runs until 2:15 for Scott County. We also have Campbell County, and looks like that warning now has been just expired. So just jumping on here. We do have warnings up into Kentucky, by the way. Anybody from Kentucky joining us? Good morning, Erica. Erica from Harrogate this morning. So we'll have to watch these storms coming in and out of Campbell County for you folks in Harrogate, because we do have some stronger storms already starting to show up. I'm actually let me switch radars. I'm still on the Nashville radar. Here we go. All right, so now they look a little bit more impressive, don't they? So Erica, just keep an eye on that storm to your west, as it's going to continue to work its way to your area. So let's dive into the details. I'm going to be catching up as well as you. Just woke up, and here we are again. All right, so this one's got a BTI of a 4.1. So if you're new to the platform, the BTI is the Barron Tornado Index. That's the weather computer I currently have. And this will be moving its way into, say, Jellicoe, 224, 228, and Habersham, Clearfield at 237, and Speedwell at 245. And so that is getting close to you in Harrogate. So again, it's right now it's moving to the east at 42 miles per hour. So if we go ahead and update this for you, and I'll let you know, Erica, how fast this is moving into your area, or when it's going to be in your area. So the leading edge of this right now, so you're like 30, 40 minutes away, Erica, before it starts to move into your area. Good morning, Lee. We've got Gaming Gamer back on here again this morning. It's like, have you been to bed or have you been up all night? Oh, no, I've been to bed. I laid down for a couple hours. Be safe, Lexington. But here we are again. So now we have a special weather statement. And so the National Weather Service, with that special weather statement, let me catch up here on the chat. Special weather statement, that's in effect until 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's now 2:17. And that does include Claiborne County, Union County, Campbell, as well as Scott County. And extreme northern Anderson, so just north of Lake City. Let me clear that out. It's north of Lake City, but we do have some severe weather up and down. It's crossing over 75 here in just a little bit. What about Henderson? Tell me where Henderson is, Moonlight. Thought about getting some Julie, but decided to jump in here instead. I've got my cup of water. That's all I got right now. I'll have to go get coffee in a little bit. And Julie, what are you still doing up? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the only severe and potentially severe right now. So not severe right now, just under severe criteria. But we did have that warning for Campbell, Morgan, and Scott. They've allowed that to expire. Morristown they let that expire because they talked to dispatch in Scott County, and they only had one tree down on some power lines. And so we continue with the severe weather potential anyways. And we'll see where this goes from here on out. But I know that we are going to be dealing with some heavy rain. Let's hope that it just sticks this way for the next couple of hours. And then we move on with life and maybe go get some more sleep. Tomorrow, thank goodness, is a holiday because now you can sleep in and grab some coffee early in the morning. Good morning, Christina. How does Crossville look for the night? All right, let's talk about Crossville. Well, Crossville, the storms are just off to your north and west. Just off the north and west. No severe weather associated with them right now, but let's go ahead and just dive into the radar. And so if we look at the radar, doesn't appear. So the winds upstream, upwards of 20 to 40 miles per hour. Ventures County 35. So under severe criteria right now, which is great. And let's hope it stays that way. The winds getting ready to push their way into Campbell County would be 45, so under severe criteria, 40 near 50 mile per hour winds possible. That could be transferred down to the surface up into Campbell County. So anybody right along 75, or let's go Habersham. We'll go Clairfield, Habersham, La Follette, Caryville, all in the path of some potentially strong or damaging wind. Then, of course, you got Clearfield, Powell Valley, Speedwell, Big Barron, Sharps Chapel, Norris Lake, and Maynardville. A lot of folks maybe waking up in the middle of the night up towards Norris Lake. You got Jacksboro and Fincastle as well. Then you got Agee and Alder, Braden, as it moves its way right over Norris Lake here. And just to kind of keep us up, maybe your eyes aren't working as very well, but I'll just circle Norris Lake right there, at least the center, the main channel. Of course, you've got the little fingers that come up all through Norris Lake right there. So it is going to be working its way towards Norris here. And again, being a holiday weekend, got a lot of cabins up there that have been rented out. So there are a lot of folks that are going to be hitting the water and the boats and enjoying the hopefully holiday weekend. Let's just say good morning to everybody as you come on in, because it's nothing too major so far. Let's see. Where are we at in the chat here? Wow, a lot of people up already this morning. Let's see, where are we? Okay, here we go. So we got Mark, we've got Matthew, Christy. It is way too warm outside at 2 a.m. in Friendsville. Yes. A sign of why this potentially will bring us at least locally heavy rainfall. Good morning, Holly Ann. She's joining us from Hancock County. Here we go again. She says, might as well throw these back on here. Just trying to wake up myself with you. Erica's from Harrogate. Let's see. We've got Deb on here. Appreciate you from Kingston. So we'll have to be safe, Lexington or Kingston. Are you in Lexington or Kingston, Deb? And you're up late tonight. What about Henderson? So again, you got to tell me where Henderson is, Moonlight. Don't recall Henderson in East Tennessee. So how about Sneedville for the rest of the night? So Sneedville, Claiborne County, we've got the storms just to your west and northwest. And so, again, we're going to be watching those. We got a little bit of a hail core starting to show up now in southern Kentucky. So Williamsburg and Pineville, Kentucky are under severe thunderstorm warning. And actually, this hail core is starting to show up just a little bit for Newcomb and Holton. So heads up there. So just south of Jellicoe. And we do have a little bit of hail showing up. Most of this and a little bit of shear showing up as well. So now there we go. National Weather Service just issued that new severe thunderstorm warning. So let's go ahead and dive into the details in that one. The new severe thunderstorm warning, Campbell, Claiborne, and okay, so I was like, Lee County, Virginia. It's clipping Lee County, Virginia, and Union County. So Campbell, Claiborne, and Union County, barely clipping Union County, just on the north side of that, just outside of Sharps Chapel and Big Barron. The latest information on this is severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. This runs until 3:15 this morning at 2:21, so it's 2:22. A severe thunderstorm was located near Lot or 10 miles north of La Follette, moving east at 35 miles per hour. So these are moving east at 35. Let me change my ETA info. 35. All right. Let's see. Hazards: damaging winds, wind gusts of greater than 60 miles per hour, and quarter-size hail. So we're talking places like La Follette, Harrogate, Jellicoe, Springdale, Elk Valley, Cumberland Gap, Arthur, Indian Mountain State Park, Clearfield, which I just said. I didn't say Cumberland. Cumberland Gap, Clearfield, and Fincastle. Does also include Interstate 75 between mile markers 145 and 161. Large hail possible, torrential rain, and a tornado watch remains in effect until 6 a.m. So let's talk about that because I have not seen the latest. I literally just woke up, saw the radar, and said, "Oh, we better head outside." So let me get a little bit of information up here real quick. So bear with me. We'll get this all updated to where we need to be. And I can't open certain things up without closing certain things. So okay, come on. All right, so here is the latest information. All right, so there we go. So I missed this. I don't know when they issued this. I must have fallen asleep. So we do have a tornado watch until 6 a.m., okay? So everybody pretty much in East Tennessee under a tornado watch I didn't know if Newport, Cott County, Greene County were under a severe thunderstorm watch, but no, a tornado watch in effect until 6 a.m. Till 6 a.m. So all of these storms will continue to present us the possibility of tornadoes. Let me just update this graphic. All right. So let's go back to the radar now. So they all are going to present and have the possibility of tornadoes, and so we definitely need to watch that. As I just showed you moments ago, we do have some spin starting to show up in southern Kentucky. So that is a radar product through the weather computer company that I currently have. And that's an in-house product. And so we need to watch that closely because when that starts to show a little bit of a sign of an S shape, which it sort of does, not compact S shape, but a wide S shape, that's really what we watch closely for. And all right. And now we do have a tornado warning. So there we go. So as I was just diving into the details, here's a tornado warning. So the National Weather Service, this would be the National Weather Service out of Jackson, Kentucky. So as soon as I get the information on that tornado warning, I will let you know. I don't have everything all up and operational right now, but we do have some spin starting to show up. And the majority of that's going to be up into Kentucky. But we'll see what the Weather Service does here. So, switch radars here. So we have some mid-level spins showing up, but oops, sorry about that. Nothing too crazy so far, but we do have that tornado warning. Come on. There we go. So tornado warning for southern Kentucky, and that's going to include places on your screen right there. So Lott, Frakes, Chenoa, Capito, Fond, Yellow Creek, Ingram, and Warren. But it's going to be traversing right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border, and so anybody in Claiborne County or Campbell County, watch that storm to your north because this whole thing is diving its way to the south and southeast. Here's more information on that current storm right now that is stronger just right around Jellicoe. So that is going to be Jellicoe 228, so it's over you right now. Clearfield at 238, Powell Valley at 250. It's got a BTI on it of a 3.9, a Barron tornado index of 3.9. And so that's definitely something that we're going to be watching and monitoring closely. And then on the south side of that, so I'm going to keep that up here. So let me get that. On the south side of that, now we've got storms moving into Sunbright. So I know we have information about Morgan County. Sorry, I was just trying to get into the severe thunderstorm warning and try to get more information on that. and really see what's going on with the radar now. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's see here. All right, my friends. So Morgan County, sunbright, no severe thunderstorm warnings for you so far right now, but definitely we're watching this one closely. As it is we have some heavy rain and strong storms moving into your area. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell, Claiborne, and Union County currently. And for Cumberland County, I know we were asked about Cumberland County. So Cumberland County, we do have some strong thunderstorms to your west starting to work their way in. So they're over Clark Range, Grimsley, Woody right now, along Interstate 40. So Crossville, Lake Tansy, Fairfield, Glade again. No warning currently, but we do have some strong storms to your northwest, and those are going to be working their way in momentarily. Again, this whole system's moving fairly rapidly, and so if you were to highlight some of the cities that are going to be in the path of this as it works its way to the southeast, we'll just go 40 miles an hour. So these are estimates. Remember, these are just going to be estimates. But Obed's Wild Scenic River area, 236. Crossville around 237. So about another 10 more minutes for you folks in Crossville. These are Eastern Daylight Times, Crossville. Lake Tansy at 244. Fairfield Glade, 244. Wartburg at 248. Continues to work its way towards Crab Orchard and Frozen Head State Park by around 250. That would also be Peach Ross. You got Oakdale, Rockwood, and Coalfield right around 3 o'clock this morning. So about another 30 minutes before it moves its way into Kingston, Glen Alice, Harriman, Oak Ridge, and Oakdale. And about another 25 minutes or so before it works its way into Wartburg, Fairfield, Glade, and Lake Tansy. So, but again, no severe weather attached to that one right now. The National Weather Service says the Jackson, Kentucky office issued a tornado warning across the state line, but we expect that to stay in Kentucky as the overall thunderstorm moves eastwards. Or keep an eye on it as it approaches Virginia. So something to keep in mind for Virginia. So this is traversing. So we're talking about this storm right here. It is traversing the Tennessee-Kentucky line. That's where we have our warnings right now. So Campbell and Claiborne County, as well as Whitley County, Kentucky, and Bell County, Kentucky. And so that's they're going to watch that one closely. So Jellicoe, you're in the clear now. Habersham, not yet. Elk Valley, you're in the clear. Pioneer, kind of in the middle of it right now, but I just kind of hang tight if you're joining us from Pioneer. But Caryville, Jacksboro, La Follette, Sharps Chapel, Big Barron, and Harrogate, all next in line to see this thunderstorm move on through. So Sneedville, you would be next. So Sneedville, let's see, Rhonda Nicole. I would give yourself... Once this moves through, you'll be doing fine. So let's see, where's Sneedville? There's Sneedville. So Sneedville, see if my tool time right. So let's redo that. So Sneedville, you're still 45 minutes to an hour away. That was for Rhonda. Joining us from, so give us another 45 minutes to an hour. Kind of one-eyed jacket over there. And be like, okay, I can't go to bed yet. Let's see what Witcher has to say, right? How does Crossville look tonight? Okay, got that. How's it looking for Oliver Springs? So hopefully I've answered that question a little bit. Oliver Springs, we need to watch these storms coming in out of northwestern Morgan County right now. So Oliver Springs, so far so good. No severe thunderstorm warning right now, but we do have storms to your northwest. Crossville, we got a storm just to your west that's starting to strengthen. So let me take that off the screen. Well, Crossville's starting to strengthen a little bit. Got a little bit of a hail core just to the northwest. No severe thunderstorm warning on that one right now. Well, you know, Julie, if you're up, you're going to have to join the chat. Although I did watch a video before I went to bed last night to figure out how to get rid of that echo. So I'm going to work on that today. But I was going to try to hope to do it tonight before severe weather happened, and I just couldn't get out of bed. We're off the couch. I'm still sleeping on the couch. I feel like I've been in the doghouse for over a week. Stupid eyes. Matthew says, I'm sitting outside in Saudi Daisy and the wind is cool, but the air is warm. So you're going to start to get some of that outflow winds here in a little bit. So Caitlin, you got to let me know where you are, but just know that all of East Tennessee, for the most part, is under a tornado watch until 6 a.m. And so, yes, I do anticipate some weakening, but we are under the tornado watch, so we got to keep an eye on it for sure. And just to kind of get, so if these storms, just kind of give you guys a time frame, if they're moving, the general idea. Let's see what the Weather Service is saying here. It is moving east, so let's just keep it. We're going to make this a little bit faster, so I'm going to keep it at 40 miles per hour. So just to kind of give us an idea, and let me show you a loop over the last hour, how this is all progressing. So it is moving east, but also building southeast. And so if this were to hold together, let's go downtown Knoxville within the hour, Maryville about an hour, Kingston, we'll go 30 minutes or so. Let's go Tazewell, 30 minutes, the Tri-Cities. Let's go Tri-Cities, 2 hours. Newport, about an hour. So downtown Knoxville, about an hour. Maryville, about an hour and a half. If these continue to build to our south a little bit more, let me get back on the Knoxville radar. That might help. Let's see. If these hold down to our south towards McMinnville, that would be Athens, about an hour or so. So kind of give us perspective, working its way out of here. So probably about another 2 hours or so before it sweeps its way all through all of East Tennessee. So we currently, let's see. Says National Weather Service also says that we're also still watching all of the rain, the hydro from yesterday's rain and everything else we've had in the past week or two. Luckily, there hasn't been much training of these cells at this time. Based on the data from earlier, Scott County and Lee County, Virginia are the most saturated places, with some locations only needing about 1 inch in 3 hours per the flash flood guidance, okay? 1 inch over 3 hours. So we'll see if we get that, and then we'll be dealing with some flash flooding. All right, let's keep catching up on the chat. Got some times on there, just general basic times. Try to follow those accordingly to the counties that they're in. Let's see if I can zoom in and get the county lines on there. Saudi Daisy got you at the bottom, but no really a lot of severe storms for you so far in Saudi Daisy. We do have some stronger thunderstorms coming in out of Huntsville, Alabama right now. So that's going to be working its way towards Chattanooga, but so far, Saudi Daisy, you're doing just fine. Let me clear this up a little bit, and I'll put some new times on here for you now that I got counties. I give everybody the general idea. So, again, Claiborne County, you're in the thick of it right now with a severe thunderstorm warning. We'll say Tri-Cities. We'll just put it there. We'll say Knoxville-ish. Put it there. Again, these are just estimates, my friends, so about an hour in Newport. If these holds together, we'll go Roane County, about 30 minutes. Blount County, about an hour-ish. And we'll go McMinn County, probably an hour or less. So now let me just read the chat. Now that you have those on the screen. Dustin, come on, man. Of course. I just woke up, so we're good. You just got the live notification. That's exactly what they're there for. Thank you, Dustin. That's the whole purpose. That's why I said, hey, download the East Tennessee Weather app. You will get those push notifications when I do live severe weather coverage. So, Rich, hopefully that answers your question right there. So, probably about an hour before it reaches Sevier County. So, again, probably about another hour, hour and a half of this before we can all kind of go back to sleep and sleep in tomorrow. Teresa says, can't sleep. Threat of bad weather keeps me up. I'm sorry, Teresa. Trevor says, how's it looking for Maynardville and the Big Ridge area? We've got Ross, a Witcher weather watcher. Ross, now listen, I know you can hear me. We can't hear you yet. He's in the green room. He's a Witcher weather watcher up into Church Hill towards the Tri-Cities area. So, Ross, we'll get to you here in just a second, bud. But just keep in mind that we still have that echo. So folks aren't going to be able to hear you very well. So we got to keep the chat to a minimum if you got something to talk about. So let me look a little bit through this chat, Ross, and then I'll bring you up here. So Southeast Tennessee should be good. Not necessarily, Sabrina, not necessarily. So we're going to be watching that one too. How does Seymour look for severe weather? Everybody in East Tennessee is under a tornado watch until 6 a.m. Okay? So specifically wise for Seymour, TBD, unknown so far. I'm not quite sure where Parsons, Tennessee is. You have to give me some location, Brent, if you want me to help you out with that one. I don't mind helping out, but I don't know exactly where Parsons is, and I don't have time to search it. So tell me location, north, south, east, or west of downtown Nashville. Give me some locations, and I'll try to help you out a little bit more. Lisa says, wow, it's a little early, or is it late? So we currently have one severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado warning right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border in southern Kentucky. That one we're watching closely. And so is the Weather Service to see how it's traversing across this the Tennessee-Kentucky border. They said it's mostly going to stay up in Kentucky, but we do have a tornado warning for Kentucky right now. So I can take that off the screen. I do anticipate this to weaken as it moves its way southeast, Michelle, but the way these propagate and the way these kind of move through, they race at a pretty good clip, and they can produce some pretty quick, damaging wind would be the main threat out of these, but we only currently have one special weather statement and one severe thunderstorm warning, and the severe thunderstorm warning is for Campbell and Claiborne County as well as Northern Union. So Claiborne, Campbell, and Union County, all under a severe thunderstorm warning right now, and that runs until 3:15, so it's now 2:41. Oh, Ashley, I'm so sorry. You have to work in 5 hours. Well, we're watching closely, so you've got about another, you said, where do you live? Knoxville, Powell area, so about another 45 minutes or so. 45 minutes to an hour, and then you go get some shut-eye for a few minutes before you go to work. Monroe County, to be more accurate. I'm not quite sure what you said earlier, Sabrina, so I apologize. Monroe County, we're looking, you got about an hour or so before these storms move into your area. Good morning, Storm Chaser, Mr. Wolf. Another storm spotter, another Witcher weather watcher. You can't hear? Are we having issues with audio? Anybody else having issues with audio? If you're watching on the app, Sabrina, I've had issues with it muting. So if you're watching on the app, just click on the YouTube button. That will open up YouTube for you, and hopefully we don't have that issue. But I don't see anybody else saying having any issues. It went out and it came back again. All right, cool. We good. No rotation here in Tennessee, but the National Weather Service in Kentucky, out of Jackson, Kentucky, has extended now that tornado warning. I've got heavy rain being reported from Ross, a Witcher Weather Watcher in La Follette. So I'm going to turn the AC on here. It is hot. So Bell County, Kentucky until 3 a.m. And we're watching that storm. So we've got some pretty nasty weather working its way over Clairfield and La Follette. At the current hour, Jacksboro and Caryville. So Powell Valley, Speedwell, Sharps Chapel, Norris Lake, Maynardville, Big Barron, and Harrogate. All next in line. There's a few other little towns and communities that are showing up there with inside that severe thunderstorm warning. And let's see what Ross has to say. Hold on, Ross. Again, you're going to have a major echo, Ross, so keep the chat to a minimum. Ross, you're on live with East Tennessee Weather, bud.
Hey, Mike, I am in La Follette. I'm at a different location than I was earlier in the day. We came to my parents' house. We're a little bit safer. But we're dealing with super heavy rain. A lot of lightning. Funny thing is not hearing much thunder. But I know it's got to be out there, but the rain is just coming down in buckets.
I know it might have been trouble. Hard to understand what he was saying because of that echo, but Ross is joining us from La Follette right now. He was just reporting some lightning, not a ton of thunder, heavy rain, but you're going to start to see some calmer conditions in La Follette in just a short while. Yes, sir. Yeah, we don't have your audio very well. You're cutting out a little bit.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I appreciate you.
Lot of heavy rain.
A lot of heavy rain. And so, again, that's a report there from Ross, a Witcher Weather Watcher in La Follette. And so, Ross, the good news is the heaviest rain's moved its way through, so the rain's going to lighten up here in just a little bit. And anybody along 75 from Caryville North through Pioneer, Elk Valley, Newcomb, and Jellicoe, you are in the clear. You can go back to bed. So I'm going to call people and just tell them to go back to bed. La Follette, give it another about 10 more minutes, and you'll be able to go back to bed. Jacksboro, Caryville, down to Beach Fork and Cove Creek, probably about another 30 minutes, and then you'll be able to go back to bed. I would say anybody joining us from Scott County, you can go back to bed. Fentress County can go to bed. And Cumberland County, hold on yet. Cumberland County, nothing yet. Crossville, we've got a nice little cell working its way into Crossville, Crab Orchard, Fairfield, Glade, Lake Tansy, Pleasant Hill in Cumberland County, and Woody, along with Rennie and Clark Range. Well, Clark Range in Fentress County, but you can go to bed, or go back to bed anyways. Ross, if you want to say anything else, I think I'll probably just pull you off screen since we're not seeing anything. But I think we're good right now. And you'll see improving conditions. I appreciate you, bud. All right, back to the maps we go. So, folks, Peach Rusk, Pine Orchard, Harriman, Rockwood, Glen Alice, Crab Orchard, Melvin, Spring City, Watts Bar Lake. It's all next in line. The only report out of Campbell County so far was a down tree off of 75, a southbound 75, mile marker 133. So down tree off of 75 southbound in Campbell County. That's the only report that we've had so far from this potential severe weather moving its way through. All right, National Weather Service now issuing. They continue the severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell, Claiborne, and Union County. So at 2:46, which is right now, a severe thunderstorm was located near Pruden, or 12 miles southeast of Middlesboro, Kentucky, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are going to be your greatest threat. La Follette, Harrogate, Spring. So La Follette, you're in the clear, though. You're improving now. So Harrogate, Springdale, Cumberland Gap, Arthur, Clearfield, and Fincastle are all in that severe thunderstorm warning, with the tornado warning still into Kentucky right now. So tornado warning still in Kentucky. Nothing further to the south of North Anderson County, so nothing for Morgan County. So far, really just a special weather statement for just north of Lake City in Union and Anderson County. That's all we have so far. Here's a 30-minute loop. I'll give you an idea. We'll do a 1-hour loop to give you an idea of how these are all moving east and southeast. You can see how they're racing to the east and southeast, building. So they are building on the south side of that. So we have to watch that closely as it works its way into Roane, Ray and Meigs County. We also have some strong thunderstorms just outside of Chattanooga. So that's switch radars. And so you can see this all building. Not only is it back building, but it's building back over into Middle Tennessee. So this is all going to be, so everybody's going to be affected here in East Tennessee by something within the next, within the next hour and a half probably. And we have more severe weather on those storms on the southern side of this line over into Middle Tennessee, working its way. So it's all the way back into just west and southwest of Columbia, Tennessee. So it's even west of 65 right now. But that's the point, is everything up towards Murfreesboro along Highway 24. This is all going to be diving its way southeast. And if I call you to go to bed, go enjoy your evening, go enjoy your night, go get some rest. But I will call folks out to be able to go to bed. Middlesboro, Kentucky. Middlesboro. Where's Middlesboro? Why can't I find it? Middlesboro, Kentucky? I think it's fine. Boop. I think Middlesboro's good. What about Cleveland, Bradley County as the night goes on? So Sierra, about another, I'd say 45 minutes to an hour and a half probably. We'll have to watch out for that one. So Maryville, Alcoa area. We need to watch these ones. We still need to watch these. So nothing yet. We've got a couple of cells and thunderstorms starting to fire up near Maryville. Just kind of a little southwesterly flow. You can see the flow out ahead of this. And realize this is not the cold front. So we get a little bit of a southwesterly flow out ahead of this. And so we've got a couple of cells starting to fire up in Blount County, just outside of Maryville. Nothing severe right now, but we will see more of this. So Kingston, Crossville, you're in the thick of it right now. No severe weather so far, but if we look into the storm and look at the winds associated with this storm, so we could see some stronger storm. Yep, there we go. So we got some stronger. That's shooting at about 8,000 feet, though. That's shooting, that 61 mile per hour wind is reaching 8,000 feet. Out towards Morgan County, 42 mile per hour winds, 34 Sunbright. Stronger winds are going to be into Scott County, Caryville, and into Campbell County. That's where we're going to have some of the stronger winds with the leading edge of this. And you can see the leading edge of this. So now new special weather statement issued. So again, here's the leading edge of those strong winds. Okay. And so Lake City, now currently under a special weather statement, along with Clinton and Halls and Maynardville and Sharps Chapel, all a special weather statement. So strong thunderstorms, maybe not severe thunderstorms. Do you think the threat of tornadoes will stay, let's see, Ashley Webb, tornadoes will stay more above Interstate 40? And asking for myself, I'm sorry, I'm in Strawberry Plains. Never be sorry. That's why I'm here. And that's why the questions can be entered and put on the screen so everybody can see. So nobody asks the same question twice, right? But Strawberry Plains, Sevier County, we're under tornado watch until 6 o'clock this morning. Now, I don't expect this to last until 6. I think this is going to be max 2 hours. So it's 3, so max 5 a.m. But probably closer to like 4 o'clock this morning, probably for Sevier County. So you have about another hour in Sevier County, but we have a big old batch of wind associated with this. And again, there's the leading edge of these strong winds that are going to be coming in out of the northwest. That was a terrible arrow. I was going to do them individually, and then I decided to do the whole bunch. But moving to the southeast. So we've got some strong winds associated with this. That's why the Weather Service has issued special weather statements. And you can see it's really starting to light up out there a little bit. We only have 37 lightning strikes. So this, again, is damaging wind and locally heavy rainfall. But Again, the tornado watch continues until 6 o'clock this morning. Let's check in on Campbell County. So Harrogate, you're going to be next in line. We got the strongest part of the cells over Braden, Speedwell area. So the information on that's Speedwell right now, 3 o'clock. Well, Speedwell pretty much right now. Powell Valley, 309 at best. At best. So Tazewell, let's move in at 36. Let me change this to 37. Still do 40. Give me 1 second. Not 140, 40. All right. So that's where we have the strongest cell right now. So we're getting some strong winds getting ready to work their way right over Norris Lake. It's over at Gee right now. So Sharps Chapel, Belmont, Maynardville, Chestnut Grove, and Acuff. And it's all next in line. And then up into Claiborne County, Powell Valley, Speedwell, Arthur, Dykes, Little Barron, Arthur, and Harrogate. Next, and Harrogate, again, still watching that storm to your north as we still have a tornado warning that's in effect for Middlesboro. I missed that. Sorry, Lisa. Middlesboro, Kentucky. I was looking for it, and I just pulled a blank. So Middlesboro, Kentucky, you're still under tornado warning right now. And when we look at the inside that storm, it's going to come from the Morristown radar. So I would just kind of hunker down for right now, Lisa, in Middlesboro, Kentucky, because we still have rotation moving into your area. So just kind of hold tight for a little bit, Middlesboro, Kentucky, if you're joining me from there. Other than that, we should watch this pass by in the next 30 minutes. They likely will, yes. Now, of course, that's issued by the Storm Prediction Center, so they'll start chucking that off as time goes on. Nothing severe. We got a couple of rogue cells just moving out of the southwest, out ahead of this main line. Are we anticipating storms in Tri-Cities? Yes, we are. So we have one severe thunderstorm warning, 2 special weather statements so far for East Tennessee. But Chattanooga, we've got severe weather to your west. It's moving along. It's right over 24, so outside of Murfreesboro and McMinnville. Right now, anyways. And some healthy cells. Tornadoes just outside of Chattanooga in North Alabama, north of Huntsville, Alabama right now. So again, the atmosphere is still primed. So that's why we cannot let our guard down as these continue to swing through the area. So La Follette, you are now on the backside of that. You can go to bed. Sunbright, you're on the backside of it. You can go to bed. Fentress County can go to bed, and all of Scott County can go back to bed. So Speedwell, you're next in line. You're going to see this storm move its way into... Oh, no, Speedwell. Speedwell is in Campbell County. Sorry, I'm pulling a blank here this morning. No, Speedwell is in you. Give me the county, Speedwell, real quick. I'm pulling a blank here. Granger County? Why am I pulling a blank on Speedwell right now? That's Claiborne County. Oh, Speedwell. It's over you, Speedwell. Duh. Claiborne County. Why am I pulling a blank? So Speedwell, you're in the thick of it right now, but it is moving over you right now, so you'll be good to go here in about 10, 15 minutes or so. I mean, there's no better time, right, Steffi? So if you say communities, I do know all these communities, but again, just give me your county. So Anthony, give me the county of Paulette. Paulette, I believe, is in... It's like Union, Granger, or Claiborne County, I believe. I could be wrong. Thank you, Ross. Speedwell. Got it, Ross. Right there on the border of Union and Claiborne County. So Heather Johnson just waiting on it in Union County. It's starting to work its way over Norris and Sharps Chapel in Union County right now. All right, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that will populate here, and there it is. It just populated. So this is for Anderson, Campbell, Claiborne, and Granger County. So the Weather Service says on this one, let me get this one. So now they're gonna start lining them up. So here's everybody inside a severe thunderstorm warning. This does include Morgan, Claiborne, Anderson, Knox, Campbell, Roane, Union, and Granger County in East Tennessee. They're just going to warn way ahead of the storm because it is packing a punch, and it has started to gain strength. This runs until 3:45 this morning. So there's that new warning right there on the screen. At 2:57, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 9 miles north of Maynardville to Oliver Springs, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Penny-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds possible. So we're talking Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Clinton, Maynardville, Rutledge, Oliver Springs, Plainview, Halls, Blaine, and Rocky Top. Also includes Interstate 40 and 75. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms, obviously, and we do have that tornado watch. And National Weather Service continues the severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell, Claiborne, and Union County on the north side of that storm for hail, possibly 1 inch in diameter, 60-mile-per-hour wind. So they're going to continue that one. So now we currently have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for that leading edge on the top on the north side. So this is all north of Interstate 40 right now. It's crossing over 75 right there at Lake City. And so we'll just go down the line and call folks out. And Oliver Springs, you're in the middle of it right now. So you currently are under severe thunderstorm warning. So hang tight, Oliver Springs. Lake City, you're in the thick of it right now. So Norris, Clinton, Claxton, Oak Ridge, Carnes. Got Bowling Springs and High School, Bethel, Paulette. There's Paulette. In Southern, I knew where Paulette was. Union County. I was close. Halls, Fountain City, House Mountain. So Corrington area, Blaine, Holston Hills, downtown Knoxville. So we'll give you some storm tracks on there to give you some timing. I don't have any storm tracks, but it is moving. 35 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and storm track this for you. So this will give you an idea of some times. We're just going to do the whole warning area. All right, so here were some times for you. Let me take that off. So, where are we putting that? We're going to put it right there. So Clinton at 3:03, Raccoon Valley at around 3:06, Paulette 3:08. Again, these are just general times. So about 3:05 to 3:10, Maynardville, Claxton about 3:10, High School about 3:12, Powell 3:18, Luttrell 3:19. It is 3:01. Just to kind of give you a time check here. Halls at 3:22, Washburn 3:23, Corrington 3:24, Joppa at 3:26, Fountain City at 3:27. Rutledge 3:31, Blaine 3:31, House Mountain, so Corrington area 3:33, Chilhowie Hills 3:37. We're just going down the line, baby. Thornhill 3:37, Skaxton at 3:37, Holston Hills 3:39, Cherokee Lake 3:44, Strawberry Plains 3:47, and Bean Station at 3:50. So I'll leave that on the screen. So folks, let me just take myself off so folks can get an idea of how that reads. And as it moves, that will update. But that's our latest severe thunderstorm warning right now. And I'm just going to look inside the storm to see the winds. Let's see if we have any spin-ups going on. Now, again, we have to watch out for these spin-ups. This is the kind of line that you can get little eddies that form along this line and can create tornadoes. So we have to watch that closely along the leading edge of it. I don't see anything particular right now. We don't have any major notches showing up, but this is the leading edge of the wind where you see all that green. Green is towards the radar. So this is all moving east towards the radar, and the radar is in Morristown in Hamlin County. And we'll just do a little bit of check on some of those. So over near Big Barren, 60-mile-per-hour winds. So Big Barren heads up towards Norris Lake. 55-mile-per-hour winds. Lake City, close to Lake City, about 51. You come down the line, Oak Ridge, much lighter wind, 28. Just north of Oak Ridge, about 51. So, again, near or possible severe thunderstorm winds associated with this. I don't necessarily think that we have a ton of hail, but let me look at the hail product. All right, so we could see upwards of, let's clear this out, and up towards Norris Lake. Could see 1-inch diameter hail up towards Norris Lake. So again, damaging hail possible with this. But what else is also to note is going to be the rainfall rates. Okay, and this is what the Weather Service was talking about. We got to watch these rainfall rates. So there's 7.4, 7.3, so 7 inches per hour on some of these rainfall rates. And those are going to be some solid downpours. And this is a part of East Tennessee that has already seen a ton of rain. And so something to keep in mind. So high rainfall rates and high winds with only 23 lightning strikes right now. So not a ton of lightning, but that has increased. And so when you get increased lightning data, that lets us know that the storm is strengthening. That the storm is strengthening, so we have to watch for that. So as lightning goes up, the storm's strengthening, and so that's not a good thing. We want this to deteriorate and move down and move on out of here, don't we? I appreciate you all joining me here this morning. Up early this morning. You know what I didn't do yesterday? That's not supposed to be there. There we go. Change everything to red. Forgot to do that. The little nuances. Lightning, thunder, and rain here in Clark Range, not so bad so far. Thank you very much, Doug. I appreciate it. Lisa, when will Middlesboro, Kentucky see anything? Well, you're in the thick of it right now. So let's go back up to Middlesboro. No tornado warning right now. Middlesboro, Kentucky is in the thick of it. You are currently under severe thunderstorm warning, but no tornado warning that has now been allowed to expire. And so anybody in Kingston, Watts Bar Lake, so Ray County, Ray, Meigs, Roane County, all next in line. Anderson County, as well as Knox County, going to be next in line. Maynardville's getting ready to get hit hard with the strong cell moving on into your area. And we'll bring up the Maynardville Courthouse camera here in just a second to get an idea of how this is all playing out. Whoa, okay then. We're going to do this. We're going to throw the Maynardville camera up on screen here. So we're just going to do this on the fly, my friends. Go here. So that's a view from Maynardville. And a lot of lightning showing up in that view. So that's Maynardville. So Maynardville, that is a live view right now from one of our East Tennessee weather cameras in Maynardville, right on top of the courthouse in Union County. And it is lighting up this morning. So we're going to keep that up on the screen for a little bit. So Jennifer from Walland is joining us. And what should we expect in Walland? I would expect the possibility of severe weather, damaging wind, the possibility of up to 1-inch diameter hail, and also the possibility of isolated tornadoes. So we need to watch out for this. Maynardville, I just talked about you there, Trevor, so hopefully you got the information there. I live in Scott County. I'm traveling. I'm currently in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee for the night. Not quite sure where that is. Southwest of Nashville. Okay, heavy rain, thunder, and lightning. What's happening tomorrow in Scott County? And, I just lost my device in Maynardville. Well, there we go. So we'll have to bring that back up here in just a little bit. So tomorrow, Scott County, listen, we still have the cold front coming through tomorrow. I'll give you a forecast here in a little bit. Some of the models were indicating, I haven't looked at the latest models since I went to bed last night, but could see Maynardville's back up and running. Maynardville just took a little hit. We'll get Maynardville back up and running. So I do anticipate the possibility of isolated strong thunderstorms tomorrow as the actual cold front comes through. Okay, there's Maynardville again. So as the actual cold front comes through, We need to watch out for the threat for, again, I think if we were to see anything at all tomorrow, although we do, I was looking at some of the data, and I'll dive into the details here in just a second, but it was showing still signs of rotation tomorrow afternoon. I'll just kind of do some nowcasting and forecasting while I've got you on camera or on screen. So this is the latest forecast for tomorrow, for today, I should say, later on today. So we could see isolated strong thunderstorms. Yeah, again, we still have some spin in the atmosphere. We could see some large hail up to an inch in diameter. So that would be 12, 15, 18. So tomorrow afternoon, no, 1.5 inch diameter hail. Probably if we get anything to form, probably between 3 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. If that cold front pops off more storms later today, it's not tomorrow, it's later today, this afternoon, Monday afternoon. Let's just call Monday afternoon. Large hail, damaging wind possible, and I can't rule out isolated tornadoes. We still have some spin in the atmosphere, so I'll be curious to see how that all plays out with the leading edge of the cold front that is expected to come through right around noon. So do we tap into the energy in the atmosphere tomorrow afternoon? Does it get raked over a little bit from these early morning storms? To be determined. So make sure you stay on top of the weather game tomorrow. They should be more isolated in nature tomorrow afternoon, but they could line up as well thanks to the cold front that's swinging through. And I'll show you the forecast, some of the latest model guidance here in just a little bit. Still raining hard in Oneida, but you're welcome to go back to bed, Beth. So Oneida, Scott County is clear. Let's go down across the Southern Valley towards Hamilton County. Hamilton County, so far, so good. So far, so good. We'll switch radars here. But we do have storms to your west, and we have tornado warnings over into northern Alabama, outside of Huntsville, Alabama. And so we need to watch those storms pretty closely. So we'll keep an eye on that for you, Sylvia, in Hamilton County. You're very welcome, Thomas. Blood clot, La Follette real bad, but improving. La Follette is improving. And I would imagine that La Follette can probably go to bed. La Follette, you can go to bed. Anybody, Caravel, you can go to bed. Jellicoe, you can go to bed. Scott County, Fentress, and Morgan County from Wartburg to Sunbright. You are more than welcome to go to bed. We've got Cumberland County. Cumberland County, Crossville, you can go back to bed. Is it safe to go to bed in Sevierville? Not yet. Not yet. We still have storms. Now, storms are starting to move their way back in Sevierville. Not anything severe at the moment. But we still have the line of severe storms, actually, that are going to be... they're just off to your north and west, so you can see that on the screen. The leading edge of these are technically, 32 miles away from you in Sevierville. Is this the last round of storms? Probably not. Later on this afternoon, let's see. Let me just look at some model data here for a second while we got you on here. And since you're asking about the afternoon, it is a holiday, by the way. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. It is technically Memorial Day. And so we still, all the models indicating this line still needs to be watched as it moves its way through East Tennessee. Tri-Cities likely to weaken as it works its way into Tri-Cities. And then as we get through the afternoon, again, I would say right around 3 to 6 tomorrow afternoon, they will be very isolated in nature, but we could see some severe storms tomorrow afternoon. Large hail, damaging wind would be the threat there. Good night, Ross. Have a good one, bud. And I think the mountain counties as well. So the mountain counties need to watch out for those strong storms on the leading edge of that cold front. So I would say during the afternoon, let's just go 3 to sunset tomorrow. Some of the models indicating that we could see those storms spike again. And if they do, the models indicating that we could see some very large hail out of the storms tomorrow, maybe 1.5 inches. So we're talking about ping pong to maybe golf ball size hail tomorrow afternoon with any of the storms that do fire up tomorrow. All right, so we got to watch this one coming into Claiborne County. We've got a little bit of an update on that. We've got a BTI of a 4.2. 4.2, so that's the Barron Tornado Index. Hail size 3/4 inch in diameter. Quite a bit of wind shear with this. 86 mile per hour wind shear with this, and so that's not good. And so that's Tazewell 321. It's currently 313, and New Tazewell at 318. We've got a really big wind field with this, all of this. So let's look in the winds. So 60 mile per, a big wind field. Yeah, these are damaging winds heading your way. So I would say Sharps Chapel, Big Barron, everyone. So Tazewell, New Tazewell, Claiborne County, Rutledge, Granger County. Heads up, you got some really strong winds just off to your west. And we need to watch how these little storms propagate. It's these little notches that we'll have to watch closely on some of these little inflow notches right here. Oh, there we go. There's my NOAA weather radio. I actually do have a NOAA weather radio in the studio, by the way. Tornado warning, Hancock and Claiborne County. So tornado warning has just now been issued for. So we were just diving into that. I was just talking about this storm. There we go, my friends. So, geez, those NOAA weather radios will just catch you off guard. So this is where we're talking about. So Duo, Clouds, Big Barron. This is where, yep, right there. Tazewell, take shelter right now in Tazewell. Chittum, Murphy Mill, Gibson Hall, Ritchie, Big Creek, Riley, Anthus Hill, Ramsey, Sneedville. Take cover. Head to your safe place right now. We do have a tornado warning for your location, Fox Branch, Dry Branch, Red Hill, and Little Creek. So we are talking about what I have circled on the screen right there. We do have that tornado warning that was just issued by the National Weather Service. Mason Springs, Gibson Hall, Oak Grove. This is what we were talking about. And right here, here's where we're looking at, right here. So right over Duo, Chestnut Ridge. So Tazewell, be in your safe spot right now. New Tazewell, Mason Springs. You need to head to a safe location inside an interior room, hallway, closet, basement if you have one. Hopefully you're not in a manufactured or mobile home. Then it's going to work its way towards Gibson. So let's give you some times on these. There are some times with this. So there are some times on the screen right there. Let me take off the Maynardville camera. There we go. New Tazewell right now. Take cover. Tazewell, take cover. Sneedville. Head to your safe spot. Loyal, 340. It's currently 316. Head to your safe spot. Harlan County, Kentucky, 341. Jonesville, Virginia, 342. And Everett's, 345 in Virginia. So this is moving its way. This is where we're watching very, very closely. So Tazewell, New Tazewell, you need to be in your safe spots right now. So the tornado warning on this right now with the National Weather Service for northeastern Claiborne County, northwestern Hancock County, south central Lee County, Virginia. At 3:13, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over New Tazewell. We're 12 miles southeast of Middlesboro, Kentucky, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. We have this circled right there on your screen. This is right where it's getting ready to work over the highway from, say, Patterson Crossroads to Tazewell. That highway right there. You definitely need to take cover immediately and head to your safe zones. It is tracking to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. So Tazewell, Sneedville, and Jonesville all need to be in their safe locations. Other locations impacted, so Springdale, Howard Corder, Ewing, Evanston, Powell River Preserve, Rose Hill, and Kyle's Ford. Take cover now, please. Move to the basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closet, a substantial shelter to protect yourself from flying debris. All right. So the good news is, we still have a tornado warning. I'm not going to say anything other than that, but we saw some weakening from the previous scan to the current scan. So it's over Chestnut Ridge right now, just north of Tazewell. But Tazewell, again, being your safe spot. Same with you in New Tazewell, Mason Springs, Cove Spring, Gibson Hall, Riverside, Oak Grove, all are in the path of a possible tornado. A little bit of a weakening on that right now, but they typically do cycle through. So we have to watch these little inflow notches. All right, so now we currently have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, 1 tornado warning, and a special weather statement for Interstate 40 south, Farragut, Kingston, Loudon, Maryville, towards Townsend. We do have a special weather statement. Watching these closely. Chattanooga, we're watching that storm coming in out of northern Alabama, so we'll watch that closely for you. So those cells are still over Highway Interstate 24 right now. But what we need to watch out for is Claiborne County, who's currently under a tornado warning that runs until 4 a.m. It's currently 3:19. So this is the central and eastern parts of Claiborne County. This will work its way into Hancock County. So Sneedville and northern Hancock County are in the path of a possible tornado. So see these little notches, and that's what I was trying to explain to you as soon as I issued the warning. So these little notches right here, when you get these kind of storms to line up, that's typically where we get the rotation, the spin. And when you look at the radar and digest the radar, that's where we do have our spin, is right there over the Tazewell community. Here's the latest storm track on that. As it highlights the more closely the center of rotation. So we've got a BTI on that of a 7.0. The 7.0. So this is what I was talking about, the Barron Tornado Index from the Barron Weather Computer System that I currently have. That this is a proprietary data, and they have proven that it works very, very well. When you look at the shear markers, see the little classic S shape. I was talking about that last night. When you look at this, the dark reds, you get this little S shape. That is signs of very strong wind shear in the atmosphere, which is winds changing speed and direction with height, which also is an indication of possible tornadic activity. National Weather Service continues severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, Granger, Knox, and Union County. Possible hail up to 3/4 of an inch in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour winds. They canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson, Campbell, Morgan, and Roane County. So we're good to go there if your warning has been canceled. But we are watching this storm in Claiborne County with the latest updates. We do have a lot of rotation showing up with this. You can definitely, I'm hearing the winds here in West Knoxville. But we are definitely watching this storm very closely for you folks in Tazewell. Tazewell, you need to be in your safe spot right now. If you're just now joining us from the Tazewell community, so Mara, I guess it's Mara probably, Mara. Hopefully, if you are right there in that path, you need to be in your safe spot right now. I'm not quite sure where you're joining us from, but hopefully you're joining us from a very safe location as you watch us with the East Tennessee Weather Platform. The winds are starting to crank up. We're all going to see the winds. We've got a very powerful wind field associated with this whole line that's now starting to come on through. And so very strong winds. Very strong winds on the leading edge of this with a tornado warning currently in Claiborne and Hancock County. Winds moving into Rutledge upward to 64 miles per hour. Maynardville, winds moving into Maynardville, probably up to 50 miles per hour. Strong winds on the backside of that, just outside of Harrogate. That could be transferred to the surface. Most of those aloft, but could be transferred down to the surface with the thunderstorms. And we're getting winds up, 60, 70 miles per hour associated with the line of these storms. And again, we do have a tornado warning. So Tazewell, still stay in your shelter. Tazewell, you're not over yet. The tornado, if there were a tornado on the ground, it's going to be between Mason Springs and the Tazewell community, okay? That's where it's going to be. So Chittim, you're probably fine. You're probably feeling the inflow. A lot of you on the leading edge of that are going to feel that warm, moist air feeding into that. So that's what these winds are. The winds moving into the cell, 40-mile-per-hour winds, 40, 50-mile-per-hour winds leading, just getting pulled into the updraft of this thunderstorm. So those winds are going into the storm. Let me take some of this off so we can really diagnose this a little bit. So these winds are going into the storm right here of 40 to 50 miles per hour. And then, of course, we've got the storms on the backside. You're going to get some cool down draft winds, rear flow out draft, or rear flank of the storm system anyways. Could see, we're going to see heavy rain also, and the possibility of some larger hail up on the northern side of that storm through Gibson Hall, Hopewell, Little Creek, and into the Riley area, along with some very strong winds. So this is where we're currently watching right now due to a current tornado warning for Claiborne and Hancock County that run until 4 o'clock this morning. This is why we're under a tornado watch until 6 a.m. It's now 3:24 to keep us all checked in. All right, Tazewell. New Tazewell. Looks like you're probably the latest radar scan. I'll be curious to see what the Weather Service does with this. It is now skirting the strongest rotation of this storm is skirting the southern end of that tornado warning. So Howard Quarter, Ritchie, Big Creek, Yellow Springs, Hope Creek, Evanston, Ramsey, and Sneedville. You are still in the path of this storm. It is tracking to the east-northeast at 40 miles per hour. So right where that tornado would be, Sneedville, if it holds together, it's in your location within 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes. So I know I've had folks on here joining us from Sneedville. We will talk about some other locations here. No power here in Deep West Knoxville. And again, I do not have any way to, if I lose power due to these winds, I apologize. Stick with the East Tennessee Weather app. I will update you on social media. If I do lose power, I'll be able to do that through my cell phone. But I currently do not have backup power here with the East Tennessee Weather Center. Looking for backup power, by the way. Need a whole home generator and a generator to run this. There we go. The National Weather Service now has issued a tornado warning because of that storm. Here we go. So we have a new tornado warning right now. And this is going to include on the southern end. Okay, so now we need to watch this part of the storm. So now we're getting rotation towards Raven Hill, Caney Valley, Bald Point, Luther, Lawson Mill, Duck Creek, Friendship. This would be for Granger County. So Granger County, we need to watch out for some rotation that's firing up in your area. As I was mentioning, that part of the rotation right there has now moved its way south of the previous tornado warning. So the Weather Service on this one is saying tornado warning for Claiborne County, southeastern Claiborne County, northwestern Hawkins County, Hancock County, north central Granger County, southeastern Lee County, Virginia, and southwestern Scott County in Virginia. So that's Scott County, Virginia, until 4:15 this morning. It was located near Tazewell, 10 miles north of Rutledge, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Tornado and quarter-size hail possible. You need to head to your safe zones immediately. Take cover. Other locations impacted would be Howard Quarter, like I mentioned, Dryden, Evanston, Kylesford, and Pattonsville, along with Sneedville. Sneedville around 3:40 this morning. It's 3:27, 3:40 at best. So if you're joining us from Sneedville, you need to take cover and get to your safe location right now. And now we're going to have to watch everything up and down this line because it's not just where we have a tornado warning right now, but we have strong winds showing up right now along the leading edge of this, moving into downtown Knoxville, Farragut, We'll say Granger County getting some very strong winds. Jefferson County, Hamblin County, Whitesburg, you're next in line. So, Julie, you're going to be next in line. We've got strong winds showing up down through Farragut, Watts Bar Lake, but the strongest winds are just a little bit further to our north. So, basically, Halls, Clinton, Lake City, La Follette north, where you see those lighter shaded areas, but very strong wind field showing up this. So on the leading edge of this, we have winds just out south of Tazewell, 53, Rutledge area, about 50-mile-per-hour winds, 50 also possible damaging wind gusts. The strong cell out of Halls. Here's the information on this one. So Fountain City, 332. House Mountain, so right around Corrington at 343, Luttrell 347, Strawberry Plains 347, New Market 355, and Joppa at 355. And so that's associated with a cell that's moving us way over Fountain City, Halls, downtown Knoxville, Carnes area. We continue a tornado warning for Granger County and Claiborne County. So Sneedville's still in the path of that storm, so we're still watching that one for you. A heavy rain, strong wind. We have a special weather statement right now for Kingston, Farragut, Lenore City, Loudon, and Maryville. Special weather statement right now. Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. You do have a nice little cell out ahead of that. A not severe storm warned right now, but we will continue to see these slide to the south and east. Morgan County, Fentress County, Scott, Campbell, and Anderson County. You all can go back to bed. Same with you folks in Cumberland County. So Cumberland, Morgan, Scott, Fentress, Campbell, and Anderson County, you are more than welcome to go back to bed. We are seeing the heaviest rain and the strongest part of the cells off to your east, and so you're more than welcome to go back to bed. Halls, yep, beginning to ease up a little bit in the Halls right now. Thank you for that report. Halls, you can go to bed because you're now on the backside of this. So here we go. New severe thunderstorm warning. Koch, Granger, Hamblin, Hawkins, Jefferson, Knox, and Sevier County. So quarter-size hail, damaging winds, all likely with this. We've got Knoxville, Morristown, Sevierville, Jefferson City, Newport, Dandridge, Rutledge, Bean Station, White Pine, and New Market, all in the path of this storm. So that's the latest on that new severe thunderstorm warning. I've got the tornado warning highlighted in the top right-hand side of the screen because we still have the tornado warning. Let's go back in and check in on the rotation. So we've got quite a bit of rotation showing up. So Tazewell, again, you can go back to bed. Thornhill, heads up. We've got some rotation showing up just to the north of Thornhill. Fairview, Bald Point, all in the path of possible tornadic activity. Again, Sneedville, you stay in your safe zone. If you are in this tornado warned storm, you need to be in your safe location right now. But Thornhill, we're getting signs of more rotation showing up in your area. So you need to head to your safe location right now. Bean Station. Probably keep an eye on this Bean Station because we have a tornado warned storm just to your north and west. Now, it is tracking to the north and east. However, the whole system is tracking to the southeast. And so we had a tornado warning earlier that has now moved its way out of that old tornado warning. And now we're in a new tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, Granger, Knox, Union County. I think I just highlighted that, but we're talking 3/4 inch hail and winds up to 60 miles per hour. So we currently have two tornado warnings. The one in Claiborne County at 4 a.m. but don't see any signs of rotation there. We're watching the newest tornado warning, but still inside the old tornado warning. But Thornhill, you need to take shelter immediately. We're watching this right here. Right there on your screen. Bald Point, Fairview. Need to be in your safe locations. Bray. We're going to dive into some closer views. Luther, Lawson Mill, Yonttown. Treadway, Friendship, Lee Valley, New Hope, Edison, Lumwell, Fisher Creek, Cold Springs, Midway, Independence, all in the path of a tornado warned storm. Sneedville, stay on top of it. You're still underneath a tornado warning. Same with Ramsey, Dry Branch, Fox Branch, Lindsay Mill, Independence, and Big Springs. You're good to go to bed if you're joining us from Tazewell, Mason Springs, Gibson Hall, Riley, Anthus Hill, Martin Creek, Red Hill, or Little Creek. You can go to bed. Lone Mountain, Chittam, Raven Hill. Still some strong winds, but the tornado warned storm. So now the National Weather Service, they're probably going to issue this further south. So Thornhill, you're in the clear right now. But I would say Spruce Pine, Altonville, Cuba, Galbraith, Bean Station. Stay on the lookout. We've got a pretty strong couplet right now showing up just to the northeast of Thornhill. So Thornhill, but it's just to the northeast at about 2 miles. So I'd keep an eye on this one still, Thornhill. Heavy rain moving its way into Dunlap, Dayton, Soddy Daisy. You're going to be next in line. Same with Chattanooga, Athens, Sweetwater, getting some heavy rain and wind here in just a short while. Etowah and Ducktown, you'll be next in line for seeing some of those stronger storms to our south, but no severe thunderstorms right now. Although we do have a new warning just outside of Chattanooga. So let's go ahead and do that one. It looks like we do. A new severe thunderstorm warning for Chattanooga. So this is getting ready to work its way into downtown Chattanooga. We have a tornado warning storm on the southern part of that in northern Alabama. So Chattanooga, Whitwell, Cartwright, Soddy Daisy, you're next in line. You're not currently under severe thunderstorm warning, but Chattanooga is. National Weather Service continues severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, Granger, Hancock County. They canceled the severe thunderstorm count for the severe thunderstorm now has been allowed to be canceled for Union County. So these are the storms right here at hands at downtown Knoxville getting hit hard. South Knoxville, you're getting hit hard. That's going to Seymour. You're getting ready to get hit pretty hard. Winds picking up in Alcoa. Thank you, Caitlin. It's going to be working its way into Maryville and Alcoa here shortly. But we currently do have a tornado warning. Very strong storm. Fairview, Bald Point, very strong storm with a possible tornado. Yes, very strong storm right there. That's Bald Point, right over Bald Point. So Fairview, Treadway, Friendship, Luther, Lee Valley, Morriltown, all need to head to your safe locations right now. We've got a very strong storm with a possible tornado moving its way right there in Granger County. So that's just north of Bean Station. Bean Station, be on the lookout. Spruce Pine, Altonville, Cuba, Treadway, Galbraith, all pay attention to the storm just to your north because the whole system is swinging its way to the south and southeast. Tazewell, you can go to bed, Jerry. Thanks for joining, by the way, buddy. Thank you, Michael. Calming down in Powell. Thank you very much. This is the most notable part of the storm because of a possible tornado. 51 over 25. So we've got some good wind shear with that. You know I will, my friend. Try to call people off to go to bed. I'm not here to keep you all night long, folks. So hold off in Strawberry Plains right now. Sounds awful. Mascot Strawberry Plains. Strawberry Plains, you're in the thick of it right now under current severe thunderstorm warning that runs until 4:15. But it's over you right now, and the depth of this storm is essentially 10 miles wide. 10 miles wide. It's moving at 40 miles per hour, so it's not going to last very long. It'll be in and out, and once it moves out, you can go to bed. Is that Morristown line? Eric says, Mike, is Morristown in line for that tornado-warned storm? Not for the one currently to our north. But we still have the line moving its way into Morristown, so hang tight, my friend, because we do have little eddies that are starting to show up. Calm down to northwest Knox County. Northwest Knox County, you can go to bed. Oak Ridge, Clinton, Lake City, Caryville, you can all go to bed right now. But we are getting we got some strong rotation right now, just north of Bean Station. So what you're looking at is product that I have with this weather computer that shows us spin in the atmosphere and a current tornado warning with very tight couplet. Let's see, we've got a new update there on the couplet. So this is right there. That's where we're looking right now. The radar. So green towards, red away. You get your counterclockwise cyclonic rotation. Cyclonic rotation around that. So Granger County, Hancock County, stay weather alert. What's the BTI right now? 4.2, but we'll see if it updates here in just a second. So Sneedville at 357. So Sneedville, you still need to watch this storm as we continue to get little eddies that form along the leading edge of this. Good question. Now you're starting to learn my weather computer, aren't you? Morgan County, you can go to bed. Sunbright, you're good. Melissa, thanks for joining us, by the way. Big Springs Road, Friendsville. What's up, Deborah? Still watching that storm. Looks like we've got some weaker rotation currently, but still stay on top of it. Duck Creek, Luther, Friendship, Morelltown, Morelltown, Edison, Alumwell, Cold Springs, Independence, Yonttown, Treadmill. And then we're going to go a little bit further south. So Spruce, Pine, Altonville, Cuba, Rogersville, Strigersville, right along 11W. Stay weather alert. We've got a tornado warned storm just off to your north and west. We are still showing signs of rotation with that. A lot of times these will kind of weaken and then continue, but the National Weather Service continues the tornado warning for Claiborne and Hancock County. So they're going to continue that tornado warning. That runs until 4:15 this morning. So we're watching that one up closely. They're watching that one closely, going up and down the line. Big old line of just incredible wind. There's the storm system. Let me just take you out. Let me show you the wide view. It is going to encompass all of East Tennessee, so everybody's going to get hit by this. It is tracking. Here's a 1-hour radar loop to give you an idea on how this is all playing out. So it is tracking its way to the south and southeast. So it's over Watts-Bar Lake right now, working its way towards McMinn and Blount County. So Friendsville. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning for Granger, Greene, Hancock, and Hawkins County. The information from the Weather Service. Hawkins, Hancock, north central Greene County, northeastern Granger County. At 3:40, a severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from Pennington Gap to near Bean Station, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Winds of 60 miles per hour, quarter-size hail. Also the possibility of a tornado. Kingsport, Rogersville, Gate City, Sneedville, Jonesville, Bean Station, Burgoynesville, Pennington Gap, Churchill, and Mount Carmel, all in the path of that new severe thunderstorm warning. Special weather statements for Maryville, South Knoxville, Kingston, Watts-Bar, Athens, Dayton, Loudon, right along Interstate 75. So Madisonville, you're getting ready to get hit. So Sevier County, you're getting ready for this. Central and southern Blount County. So somebody asked about Walland just a little bit ago. So the storm is just off to your north and west for you folks in Walland. Roane County, you can, depending on where in Roane County you are, if you're Kingston North, you can go to bed. Kingston South, hang on just about another 10 more minutes. But then Roane County will be able to go to bed. Gibbs, looks like Gibbs can go to bed. Gibbs is up near Halls, right? Yeah, so Halls area, Corrington, you all can go to bed. Gibbs, it looks like you can go to bed. Have a great night. Thanks for joining me, Melody. Appreciate that. Not quite sure, Deborah, where here is. How long for Strawberry Plains? Strawberry Plains, you're in the thick of it. Probably, Sage, I'd probably give it another 10, 15 minutes, and then you can go to bed. Jefferson City, you've got probably about 20 more minutes for this whole storm to move on through. Then you'll be able to go to bed. Friendsville. Let's go down to Louisville, Friendsville area. Friendsville, you still got some time. So stay weather alert in Friendsville, Louisville, Rockford, Alcoa, Maryville, Benfield, Tellico Village, Loudon. And where did I go? Stand by, my friends. If you can still hear me, stand by. I am still here. But I'm still here, so stand by, my friends. I am not quite sure what happened here, so give me one moment to try to fix this. Stand by. We're going to fix this here for you. We are going to be back up and running in 2 seconds. Well, that is fascinating. All right, hold on 1 second, my friends. I can still keep you up to date. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, and special weather statements and tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. At least you can hear me still. We're going to get this back up and running here in just a moment. I don't know. I have all of my weather computer here with me. I don't know why I've lost. I didn't lose power here. So I don't know why I lost that. All right, we should be back up and running here momentarily, my friends. We are getting super glitchy going on here. Super glitchy. So let's stand by. That's what it looks like. That's a live look there in Strawberry Plains Pike. We'll take you to downtown Gatlinburg. Let's take you to the Maynardville Courthouse. And we'll be back up in just a moment. It's a live look there from Fox Road Marina. And you can really see the wind whipping there at Fox Road Marina. It's the East Tennessee weather camera showing up right now as well. And we'll take you to Hardin Valley here for just a moment while I continue to fix things here in the background. Take you to the Maynardville Courthouse. And Volunteer Cove Marina. There we go. That's Volunteer Cove Marina right there. All right, we should be back up and running. And so, there we go. Yay! Good job, Witcher. Running a one-man operation by himself. All right, here we go. All right, so National Weather Service canceled severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, Granger, Hancock counties. They have now canceled that severe thunderstorm warning for Granger, Claiborne, Hancock counties. Claiborne County, you can now go to bed. Union County, you can go to bed. Northwest Knox County, you can go to bed. Getting some reports trees down the Maynardville Highway in Sharps Chapel with tree on vehicle per the scanner. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm just warning the National Weather Service. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it, shall we? Coming down in Blaine right now, so we will start to see improving conditions. Looks like Granger County, you're mostly in the clear. Let's go back to this tornado warning and see what we're looking at for. Okay, so we still have quite a bit of spin in the atmosphere. See all these, even down towards Douglas Lake, Bainbury. We do not have a tornado warning per se, but we have a lot of spin showing up. It's not organized spin, but that does let us know that we do have quite a bit of spin showing up when you look at the velocity on these. So this is where we're seeing some really incredible wind. And so, you know, we're getting 37, 54 out ahead of the storm system. So Bainbury, Jefferson County, Dandridge, Sage, I'll keep you posted on Strawberry Plains here in just a moment. Is Kingston in the clear? Kingston is in the clear. It's right over Watts Bar Lake right now, but Kingston, you are in the clear. You can go back to bed. Storms currently over the Maryville area, so just hang tight for a little bit. It is now just working its way over Interstate 40 right there at Kodak, Douglas Lake, Dandridge, Bainbury, Newport, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Townsend all next in line. Same with Happy Valley, Tallahassee, Von Orr, Madisonville all next in line. Nyota and Athens, you're basically getting hit right now. So Tellico Plains, Etowah, all next in line for seeing this. Same with Benton, Cleveland, Georgetown, down by Chattanooga. Now Chattanooga, we're still watching those storms down there for you. We've got some nasty cells working their way out of South Pittsburgh into the Chattanooga community. So Soddy Daisy, still nothing too crazy so far, but strong winds and heavy rain. And notice back behind this for just a second. Notice, while this is the leading edge, this is what I talked about yesterday. We're going to get the very fine line. It's about 10 miles wide along the leading edge of this, okay? Back behind it, no severe weather threat, but then we have a heavy rain event taking place. And so the heavy rain is going to be with us likely through, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so likely through probably around the morning rush hour, okay? And it's a holiday, so again, we don't have any major rush hour going on Monday morning, but this morning anyways. But with the heavy rain, that's going to lead to the potential for some localized flooding and flash flooding. So flash flooding is still going to be an issue. The National Weather Service has now canceled the tornado warning for Claiborne and Hancock County. Claiborne and Hancock County, the tornado warning has now been canceled for you. So downtown Knoxville, northwest Knoxville, Farragut, you can all go to bed. Anderson, so I'll just call out some counties. Granger County can go to bed. Claiborne, Union, Campbell County can go to bed. Anderson, Scott, Fentress, Morgan County, you can all go to bed. Roane County, Kingston area, Roane County, you can go to bed. I'm going to call it what it is. Crossville, Cumberland County, you can go to bed. Stay weather alert if you're joining us from Bradley County, where we do still have severe thunderstorm warnings for Marion County as well. Ray and Meigs County, hang tight for a little bit longer. Monroe and McMinn counties, hang tight for a little bit longer. Loudoun County, you're in the thick of it right now. But give it about another 15 more minutes and you'll be able to go to bed. Anybody on Watts Bar Lake? Love that lake, by the way. Maryville, you're in the thick of it right now. So Walland, you're in the thick of it as well, right along 321. So Maryville to Walland. Townsend in the thick of it. No warnings there. Wares Valley, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, you're next. So that's going to work its way into National Park. So a lot of folks camping here. It is a holiday weekend. A lot of campers up at the National Park. So if you're joining us from the campsites, so all the campsites, Little Arrow, Tremont, Elkmont, right up against the base of the Smoky Mountains towards Gatlinburg, Pittman Center. All of this is moving into your area here in the next 20 to 30 minutes. And that's going to be rocking some of those campsites for sure. The National Weather Service now has canceled the tornado warning for Claiborne, Granger, Hancock, Hawkins County as well. So no more tornado warnings. So no tornado warnings right now for East Tennessee, but we do have severe thunderstorm warnings. Okay, so we have severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's talk about the leading edge of this. So severe thunderstorm warnings for Cott, Granger, Hamlin, Hawkins, Jefferson, and Sevier County. Just clipping parts of Sevier County. Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg under a special weather statement, not a severe thunderstorm warning. Extreme heavy winds right now coming in into Whitesburg, into Hamlin County. Thank you, Julie. What's your weather watcher? And that's where we do have really strong winds. Very strong winds associated with this. Remember, green is towards, red's away, right? But places like Jefferson County, parts of Hamlin County along Interstate 81, 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds possible that it could be moving their way into Greene County as well as Cott County. So those are the counties you need to stay on top of this as this continues to slide into your area. Very strong winds currently showing up in those counties, and that's right along the leading edge of the storm. Strawberry Plains, Sage, you can go to bed, my friend. I sure hope you have a great night. Kodak, right along. Kodak's in the thick of it right now, in the center of your screen, right along 441, 321, 411, all in the thick of it. So we've got Chapman Highway, Seymour in the middle of it right now. You're very welcome, Janet. I mean, at this point of the game, I'm just going to go in and take a shower. I didn't even sleep long enough to, I feel like, do I even need to take a shower? We'll just wake up with Witcher, by the way. We're going to do Wake Up with Witcher at 7 o'clock this morning. Why? Because we still have a threat for some strong thunderstorms this afternoon. So Wake Up with Witcher is going to come on at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's only 3 hours away, my friends. We can do it, right? We can do it. I'll probably go in, take a shower, make a cup of coffee. I mean, this is about the time I usually get up. Well, I usually get up about 4. Yeah, 4 o'clock is usually when I get up. So here we are. And if you're new to the platform, Wake Up with Witcher, Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. If you're new to the platform and joining on social media and don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, please go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. I will throw the link in the chat right now. There is a lot of folks that do join on social media that may have come across my platform. I've had a lot of folks actually reach out to me saying, you just popped up into my platform. Actually, there was somebody earlier this week. Was it yesterday? They had come down to town. They had gotten some bad news in their family. I just posted in the chat the links for the downloads for the iPhone and the Android from the Google Play Store and the App Store for the East Tennessee Weather app. So if you don't have that, you can watch it directly on your app. But anyways, she said she was going through social media and East Tennessee Weather popped up on her social media by chance, and she was from out of town. She was from Ohio. They got some bad news for bad news, bad health news, and so they wanted to take a break. They came down to Pigeon Forge to get some fun in their life. And because of the bad news and, of course, all this severe weather, they're from Ohio. She's like, should we just go back home? And I said, no, you're going to drive into the middle of it, so don't go back home right now. Good morning, Dunaway. White Pine, I believe White Pine's okay. White Pine is in, again, I do know most of these cities and counties, but again, it's early in the morning. White Pine, you're in the thick of it right now. So White Pines, hang tight. You're just to the south of the radar, and you're still in the thick of it. So I'd hang tight just a little bit longer, Mary. And good morning, Ashley. Go to bed then. It's sounding scary in Townsend. Townsend is in the thick of it. So this is that main line. Again, heavy rain's going to be on the backside of this. The main line, it's probably another 30 minutes. 30 minutes or so, the main line will move its way through. We should see a weakening trend as it moves its way into the Tri-Cities area. Severe thunderstorm warning for Cock, Greene, Hawkins, and severe Unicoi and Washington counties. The National Weather Service has now canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Cock, Granger, Hamlin, Hawkins, Jefferson, Sevier County. So, again, the one over Morristown is going to be canceled. Over Jefferson City, Dandridge, Bean Station, Whitesburg, your warning is going to be canceled, or just was canceled. That will disappear in just a moment. But now they've done a severe thunderstorm warning for the Tri-Cities area. So Johnson City, Unicoi, Telford, Baileyton, Greenville, Newport, extending all the way to the Smoky Mountains. We still have the severe thunderstorm warning for Rogersville, Burgoynesville, up towards Kingsport. Sneedville, you can go to bed. Even though that tornado warning is still on the screen, that is no longer the case. That tornado warning has been canceled. So now it's the mountain counties, my friends. So Sevier, Blount, Loudoun, you're just still in the thick of it right now, but anybody along Interstate 75 in Loudoun County can go to bed, or west. So Roane County, Cumberland, and Morgan County, you can all go to bed. Hey, guess what? My alarm just went off to wake up this morning. Madisonville, Athens, Tellico Plains, you are still in the path of this. This is all moving its way into downtown Gatlinburg. Downtown Gatlinburg is getting ready to get in the thick of it here. Got a lot of lightning showing up. The wind is starting to pick up in downtown Gatlinburg, so I'll show you what that looks like here. That is live look in downtown Gatlinburg. So it is lighting up, my friends. Volunteer Cove Marina was lighting up as well, although the storm has already passed Volunteer Cove Marina and Alcoa Highway. So going to see improving conditions. Knox County, you can go to bed. Knox County, you can go to bed. So Washington County, Unicoi County, Greene, Newport, Cott County, Sevier County, Blount County, Monroe County, Loudoun County, McMinn, and down into the southern sections of East Tennessee, down by Chattanooga. We still have the storm. So if I called out those counties, Bradley County, hang tight a little bit longer. Let the storm pass. Roane County, you can go to bed. I would say Ray and Meigs County, you could probably go to bed too. But a severe thunderstorm warning continues down by Chattanooga. Brent, you're very welcome, my friend. Got a text message saying thanks for keeping us up to date. So just outside of Chattanooga in northern Alabama, we still have tornado warnings. Severe thunderstorm warnings continue just outside of Chattanooga. So Whitwell underneath that tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning. Jasper, South Pittsburgh, severe thunderstorm warning. So heads up, Dunlap, Bakewell, Saudi Daisy, Walden, Red Bank, Chattanooga, East Bernard, Collegedale, Cleveland, Georgetown, and then working its way towards Benton. Come up the line. So McMinn County, switch radars here. So Decatur. So I'd say Ray and Meigs, I said you could go to bed. McMinn County, hold on a little bit longer. Monroe County, hold on. It is over Madisonville right now, so working its way towards Tellico Plains. Indian Boundary, a lot of campers up there at Indian Boundary State Park. Or I don't even know if it's a state park, but Indian Boundary Camp area. wildlife area, whatever it may be. Von Nor, Tellico Village, Loudon, all in the thick of it right now. Lenore City, you can go to bed. Farragut, you can go to bed. Louisville, Friendsville, you can go to bed as well. Maryville, hang on maybe another 5 more minutes or so. You're welcome, my friend. Elise, good morning. You're welcome, Donna, from Newmarket. So, new severe thunderstorm warning for Bradley, Hamilton, Marion, McMinn, Meigs, and Sequatchie County. So I called Meigs to go to bed, but it's just going to hit the southern end of Meigs County. So just Meigs County, right around Georgetown. That's the only place that's in that severe thunderstorm warning. But new severe thunderstorm warning now. This one runs until 5 a.m. This is for Chattanooga, Red Bank, Walden, Saudi Daisy, Georgetown, Calhoun, Cleveland, Collegedale, right along Highway 11, and East Bernard. So let's see. I'm getting people messaging me on the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. 240 Valley View Lane, 10 Mile. My whole family is in campers here. Can you try to keep an eye out for us? We need to make a rapid move somewhere else, please. So we're in 10 Mile. I will definitely keep you posted, Rachel. I think 10 Mile, you can go to bed. 10 Mile is Ray or Meg's Canyon? Oh, Rachel, you can go to bed. If you're joining me online, you can go to bed. Let me just text her back. Got a lot of power outages showing up. Here are your latest power outages across East Tennessee. So in Knox County, we've got 8,000 or more without power. Anderson, 300. Union County, about 800. Granger, 100 without power. About 500 in Claiborne County. 1,500 in Campbell County. 100 in Scott County, and about 1,000 in Fentress County. We also have some power outages, about 400 showing up in Ray County. Ray or Meigs? That would be Meigs County. Sorry about that. I always get Ray and Meigs mixed up. So we do have, this has definitely been proven to pack a punch, that's for sure. But hey, listen, if you want to get out in the lakes, we're gonna have the rain showers early on. So the rain's still gonna hang tight probably through about 7 o'clock this morning. Then we're gonna see some clearing. We're gonna get some rapid heating. The cold front's expected to come through about noonish, give or take, probably noonish or so. And we could see isolated strong to severe thunderstorms with the leading edge of that cold front. So a funnel cloud has been reported in Surgoinsville. Let's go up to Surgoinsville. There we go. Let's come up to Surgoinsville. And that was being reported from Mark Rose out of the National Weather Service in Nashville. So we do have some rotation showing up in Surgoinsville, but I don't see any spin whatsoever. Strong winds, maybe some scud. A lot of times folks will see scud clouds that look like funnel clouds, but I don't see any rotation there, so I think we're good there. Coming down into Cott County, Del Rio. Seeing some rotation showing up in Del Rio. Let's take a look at the radar. So what I'm going to look at here, this is why we diagnose the radar. So basically around this area along Highway 25, let's go to the radar and see if I'm right. Hard to tell. It would be rain wrapped if anything. Strong winds for sure. Strong winds, we're talking 50, 55, 50, 60 mile per hour winds. When you look at the shear, we do have some shear showing up there. So we'll have to watch out for this one right here. And the velocity. So Del Rio, I would just kind of keep an eye on this one. Del Rio, probably head to your safe spot right now. It is a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tight couplet, but we are starting to see some inflow into the updraft of this thunderstorm, which will show signs of rotation. And I'm talking about this area right from Baltimore to Del Rio. So we'll have to watch out for that. Nice and quiet now in West Knoxville. All right, Eli, one of my Witcher Weather Watchers, is going to join us. Eli, again, we do have a major echo, so something to keep in mind. Let's keep it short and sweet, my friend. Let's bring you to East Tennessee weather here. Let me bring Eli Bray joining us from near the Tri-Cities area.
Hey, Mike, thanks. Sorry, I just woke up. Weather radio went off. Just want to update you. Lightning is really starting. It's getting ready to bear down on us. It's about 5 miles to my west. Getting real nasty. Lightning's really starting to pick up.
All right, so Eli, let me show you where Eli is. He's up near Burgonsville. Again, we had a funnel cloud being reported in Burgonsville. And he is joining us live there from Church Hill. As he just woke up. And again, I don't see any spin per se. We have a lot of wind. We do have a little bit of spin showing up, but I think we're just going to be in the thick of it for right now. Church Hill, Burgonsville, Rogersville, currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. Eli, thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
And we'll talk to you soon. Chime in more if you want to. All right. That was Eli Bray from Church Hill, one of the Witcher Weather Watchers. By the way, if you want to become a Witcher Weather Watcher and join the live broadcast, we will get rid of that echo. Don't worry about the echo. I will be working tirelessly and hard to get rid of the echo. I watched YouTube videos last night to try to figure it out. Jessica, you got to tell me where here is. I don't know where you live, my friend. Are you losing audio again? Hopefully you're not losing audio again. Microphone check 1, 2. I've got my audio up. Is White Pine. If you give me your counties, it'd be a lot easier for me just to diagnose these. White Pine is in Granger County, I believe. Granger County, White Pine, you can go to bed. Is it Hamlin or Granger? White Pine would be in... Somebody help me. If you want to know what's going on and to give me your city and county. I do know most cities and counties, but city and county will really help me out. White Pine, Hawkins County. White Pine, Jefferson County. Okay. We'll just call out counties that can go to bed. How about that? All right, counties that can go to bed. We've got Hamlin County, Granger, Hawkins County. Hawkins County, you can go to bed. Claiborne County, Union County can go to bed. Knox County can go to bed. Jefferson County can go to bed. Anderson, Campbell, Scott, Fentress, Morgan, Cumberland, Roane County can go to bed. Ray and Meigs, I believe you can go to bed. Hancock County, hang tight. Hancock County, you can go to bed. This is currently in Hawkins County, Burgonsville, Hawkins County. Now let's go back to the shear because just got a text message from my friend Sam Moore saying multiple trees down along the Maynardville Highway corridor east of Maynardville in Union County. TDOT crews are working to clear the roadways in multiple counties. Sam, thank you so much. All right, so So Tri-Cities area, hang tight. Unicorn County, hang tight. Greene County, you're in the thick of it. This is all in the mountain counties right now. So Greene, Newport, Greene, Cock, Sevier, Blunt, Monroe, McMinn, Bradley County is all still in the thick of it down towards Chattanooga. Still some very strong storms in Chattanooga right now. But the mountain counties, if you don't live in a mountain county, you can go to bed. Madisonville, Monroe County. Madisonville, you're in the thick of it right now, my friend. Let me get the radar back up there. All right. So Madisonville, Von Nor, Greenback, you're already starting to see some lighter rain. I'd hang on just a little bit longer. Tellico Village, hang on a little bit longer, but probably okay. You are still going to get some strong winds on the backside of this. Alcoa, Friendsville, Louisville, Wildwood, Maryville, you can go to bed. Krista. Hamilton County, hold tight just a little bit longer, Hannah. We still have those storms down across the south, coming in off of 24. We've had tornado warnings in northern Alabama. Yeah, so if you ever ask about storms, just give me the county. I know most cities and most counties, but I sometimes I guess the gerbil doesn't work so well. Sweetwater is in the clear. Sweetwater, you can go to bed. Philadelphia, all right, up and down 75 from, say, the Athens exit through Sweetwater exit into Loudoun and Lenore City exit. Anybody along 75 right there, south through McMinn and Monroe County and Loudoun County can go to bed. It is calming down in Madisonville, moving into Tellico Plains and over Indian Boundary right now, where we do have some very strong wind showing up. And so let's get a different radar, see if this one turns out a little bit better. Some of these radars are just right on the edge. On the edge. So Tallahassee, Happy Valley, Tail of the Dragon, 50, 60 maybe. These are aloft. These are now reaching, well, that's 12,000 feet. That's way too high. We're starting to see some calmer winds on the backside. We'll see improving conditions, and folks, we'll be able to wrap things up here in a little bit. And then I'll get to work. So if you go to all the other East Tennessee weather platforms, it's going to be old data, obviously, because I recorded that last night through the overnight hour. So I will go get changed. I mean, it's Memorial Day. I better wear something red, white, and blue, I suppose. Ah, thanks for the support. By the way, you can support East Tennessee Weather. I do have a donation page on easttnweather.com. A lot of you have asked about that, so I actually set one up. And a lot of you are like, listen, I don't own a business. How do I support your platform? You can do so easily. easttnweather.com, top right-hand corner, there is a donate button. You can buy me a cup of coffee is what you can do. Which I'm going to need a couple cups of coffee anyways, to keep this day going. Lisa, you have a great day. I hope everyone sleeps well for the rest of the night. Is the storm in McMinn County rotating at all, says Alexandria. I don't believe so. Let's check in on that count of the storm in McMinn County. Nope. Just getting some strong winds. Ooh, David Crockett campsite, Limestone. Give me the counties again. Give me the counties. I will help. I'll be able to help diagnose. Limestone, I feel like, is the Southern Valley. Getting bad in Cleveland, Bradley County. So we still do have a severe thunderstorm warning right now for Bradley County in Cleveland. Still severe thunderstorm warning for Meigs County, the southern tip of it. Anyway, Saudi Daisy. And Hamilton County under still a severe thunderstorm warning. So Hamilton, Bradley, and Meigs County, Clipping, McMinn County on the southern end of this storm. The strongest part of this cell is, this is nasty down across the south. So Collegedale, East Bernard, it's moving right over Chattanooga right now. Highway 127, so Cleveland, Collegedale, Ducktown, Mineral Park, Union, Kahula Ranch, Cleveland, Arrow Point, Bellefonte, and Charleston, all in the path of possible strong to severe thunderstorms with some strong winds, but I don't necessarily see any rotation there. We got rotation showing up down into northern Alabama near Chickamauga. Soddy Daisy, you'll see improving conditions. Walden, you'll see improving conditions here. Whitwell, you're good to go to bed. So anybody joining us from Dunlap, Whitwell, along 127 south of Roane County, along the Cumberland Plateau, beautiful part of East Tennessee, by the way, you can go to bed. So again, if you give me information, let me know the county. If you're asking for information, let me know the county. Lenoir City, I think I called you out already. I think you can go to bed. So Loudon, Lenoir City, Philadelphia, Sweetwater, you all can go to bed. Greenville, hang tight. You're still in a severe thunderstorm warning. Stronger storms moving towards Baileyton, Sir Goinsville right now, south of Sir Goinsville. Baileyton, we're getting a little bit of a hail core. So Geraldstown, I got a nice little hail core showing up in your area. When you look at the hail, that's the storm that's been producing a little bit of hail. So keep in mind, Baileyton, Geraldstown, north of Interstate 81 right now. So Spurgeon, Colonial Heights, Kingsport, still in the thick of it. Churchill, still getting some heavy rain. Bluff City and Elizabethton, Johnson City, still could be tracking these storms moving into your area. Telford into Washington County and Unicoi. County still under severe thunderstorm warning right now. Greene County still under severe thunderstorm warning. Greenville, but Greenville probably give it. Afton, Greenville, Caney Branch, and Parrotsville. Give it another 5 more minutes, and you can go to bed. Heavy rain is going to be developing across the mountains of East Tennessee, so that is going to keep the waters rising. The creeks and the rivers coming out of the mountains are going to be. Well, welcome back to East Tennessee, Lisa. We totally should do that. I got sidetracked there. I got sidetracked by the chat. Again, yeah, just give me as much information. Yeah, there we go, Robert. I know where Tellico Plains is, but again, I'm working all of East Tennessee, so it's best if you just give me the county and the city, and that way I can be like, oh, there we go. So Tellico Plains is in the thick of it right now, moving its way over the Indian boundary in Tallahassee, Von Orr, Lanier, Happy Valley, Greenback, seeing the heaviest rain and the strongest wind right now. But Robert, that's exactly how you should do it right there. City and county will give me the best locations. There we go, Mark. Thank you very much. Greene County, Limestone. See, now I know exactly where Greene County is, and I can just go right over to Greene County and dive into where Limestone would be, potentially. I don't know exactly where Limestone is in Greene County. But Greene County, Greenville, Afton, and towards the mountains, White Sand, Hayesville, Bethany, Hampton Mill, all still kind of in the thick of it. I'm not quite sure where Limestone is in Greene County, but improving conditions. Where we do have the strongest cells, Baileyton and Geraldstown is where we have the strongest cell, where we still have a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45, and it's currently 4:21. Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate the help there. Probably some of the major cities I don't need help with, but I do appreciate it, Andrea. It's some of the smaller ones that I'm like, wait a second. I know where that is. I've seen it on a map before. Loudon, Lenoir City, you can go to bed. But it does make it a lot easier to diagnose your questions with the answers that I can potentially give you if you just give me all the information. So, Andrew, that's exactly how you should do it. I appreciate you very, very much. Traveling in Townsend, Blount County, I think. Yes, it is Blount County. Thank you, Becca. Are we okay? High up in a cabin, and it is scary. So Townsend's been getting rocked for sure. You are under a special weather statement right now. The bulk of it in Townsend has moved its way on out, so improving conditions from here on out. The scariness will go away, Becca, but thanks for checking in. And if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, because I see a lot of you are joining on Facebook. I know where you're joining from, because that's how you can see. You can only comment or ask questions if you are on social media. It'd be kind of cool if you could comment if you were on the East Tennessee Weather app. But if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app and you're just joining on social media, waking up, listen, if you're visiting the town, if you travel on vacation, it travels wherever you go. Lenore City, you can go to bed. Yes, sir. Yes, I am. Loudoun County can go to bed. McMinn County. Let's go down to McMinn County. McMinn County, you are... McMinn County, you can go to bed. Can Talbot go to bed? Talbot, see again, you gotta give me some help here. Talbot is in. Jeez, I'm pulling blanks. I feel like that's in like Granger County, Hamlin County, Talbot. But if you're Granger man, you're making me work this morning. Give me the county, Harley. Give me the county, and I'll help you out. You're in between in Monroe County, so Crystal, good morning, by the way. So Monroe and Madisonville. So you're Monroe County line in between Madisonville and Maryville. Okay, so probably just give it a little bit longer. The strongest winds are, you could probably get to go to bed. Maybe give it another 5 more minutes or so, but I'd say you'd be able to go to bed. National Weather Service has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Hawkins County. They continue the severe thunderstorm warning for Cocke, Greene, Sevier, Unicoi, and Washington counties. And we're not getting any damage reports so far. Excuse me. Again, you got to give me your counties, folks. Del Rio's, I believe, in Cocke County. So Del Rio, you are still under severe thunderstorm warning, but I will say that the bulk of it has already passed you by. You're probably going to still see some strong winds. So 50, 60, 40 to 50 mile per hour winds still near Del Rio. But again, I can't stress enough. Just give me your county names along with your city, and I can help you out. I can diagnose this a lot faster and a lot easier. But Del Rio, you can go to bed. That's because the storms have moved on out. Jessica Fernandez joining us this morning. So Madisonville, nice and quieter. You can go to bed now. Ah, well, congratulations, Grandma. Great Grandma, I should say. Maryville, you're good. You can go to bed. Brittany Dorsey's joining us this morning. Good morning, Brittany. She says, hard rain and wind of mountains in Cosby and Cocke County. Not too bad, though. And improving conditions. Improving conditions. Still have strong storms up towards Tri-Cities, Kingsport. Still under severe thunderstorm warning. Stretching down to Cocke County. Still under severe thunderstorm warnings for the mountain counties. And also Bradley County still under severe thunderstorm warning, along with Meigs County and Hamilton County still under severe thunderstorm warning. Everybody else can go to bed. Donna, you're very welcome. I don't know where Rocky Face, Georgia is. 10 Mile McMinn County, you can go to bed. Thank you, Sue, for joining us this morning. She's joining us from YouTube. Nice. Thanks for subscribing. By the way, if you're a YouTuber, if you're on YouTube at all and ever go to YouTube, just go to East Tennessee Weather, smash that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button, please. You'll get notified for severe weather events, but also you can get a lot of information there as well. And remember, I broadcast a 24-hour weather channel, live weather channel. Oh, well, it's recorded. I recorded, but this is where we're broadcasting live. I'm on YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire. I've got an app, EastTN Weather. I'm on the website, easttnweather.com. And all platforms look exactly the same. And so I don't really care where you get your weather information. This is weather when you want it. That's my motto. Because I don't care when you come to me or how you come to me or what platform you come to me on. Come to East Tennessee Weather. It's all weather all the time for East Tennessee. Without any hassle of anything else. Athens, you can go to bed. All right, so now we got to get rid of this person. Okay, listen, if you're not going to be on here for weather, get out of here. We don't want you blocked. Blocked. You are blocked, Residon. I don't understand social media sometimes. Hamblen County, you can go to bed. What's up, Olna from Knoxville? It's a pretty picture. Talbot, close to Jefferson City. Thank you very much, Lisa. And Hamblen County, you can go to bed. Jefferson County, Hamblen County, Sevier County, I'd say you can go to bed. Blount County, hang on a little bit longer. Monroe County, hang on a little bit longer. Greene County, and moving into the Tri-Cities. So Kingsport, Johnson City, hang on just a little bit longer. Rogersville, Burgoynesville, Sneedville, all can go to bed. Bean Station, Baileyton can go to bed. Mohawk and Bowles Gap can go to bed. Greenville, you can go to bed as well. Townsend. Got heavy rain. Happy Valley, heavy rain right along the tail of the dragon, Tallahassee, over into North Carolina. Indian Boundary's getting hit hard right now with heavy rain. Madisonville, still some lingering rain, but that's moving its way on out. But you can go to bed as well. Or wake up and say good morning. Oh, now you're asking about the storms. Well, I just took you off Facebook because I thought you were from another country joining me on social media. I do have other people across the world that for some reason join me on social media, which I don't know why. Will storm Bradley County move into Madisonville, Monroe County? Probably just, yes. Well, no. It's going to move probably towards Benton. This is all moving to the east-southeast. So Bradley County storm probably going to be doing okay. If you talk nonsense on here, I'll kick you off. We talk weather. We help people out. That's what we do. If there's other nonsense on here, you'll get kicked off real quick. Thanks for all the help, folks. All right. Athens, you can go to bed. Tellico Plains. Tellico Plains, still under a special weather statement, but improving conditions. You can go to bed. Well, see, now I'm looking like now Rosedon is I hope I'm saying that Rosedon, something like that, is from here. So I apologize, but listen, if you're not talking weather and asking questions, important questions, then you're going to get kicked off. McMinn County is still under a severe thunderstorm warning again, unless National Weather Service is late. Let's see. National Weather Service continues Bradley and Hamilton County. They cancel Marion, McMinn, Meigs, and Sequatchie County. So National Weather Service has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Marion, McMinn, Meigs, and Sequatchie County. They've also canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Hawkins County, continuing the severe thunderstorm warning for Cock, Greene, Sevier, Unicoi, and Washington counties, and continues the severe thunderstorm warning for Bradley and Hamilton counties right now. Where are you talking about, Jessica? Thank you, Mark. I did have a question about Georgia. It's over Ringgold, Georgia right now. Just past Chickamauga. Working towards Dalton and Cohutta and Chatsworth. Good night, Heidi. Okay, this is the kind of stuff. You can't keep doing this. You're going to get kicked off because you're just blocking up the chat. So, Razan, if you want to keep doing that, I'm going to kick you off for good. I know you're saying bye and hi to everybody, but you're going to get kicked off because I can't do that. You switched over to YouTube from Facebook, so obviously you're not a real person, so kicked off. All right, let me catch up to the bottom of the chat. Getting rough in Cleveland. Cleveland's right there in the center of your screen. So current severe thunderstorm warnings for Bradley County till 5 a.m. Okay. For Hamilton County. So Bradley and Hamilton County currently under severe thunderstorm warning. So East Bernard, Collegedale, Cleveland. Cleveland's in the thick of it right now. Other little towns and communities would be Green Meadow, Arrowhead Point, Belfont, Charleston, Coahuila Ranch, Cedar Spring, Union, Collegedale, Ottawa, Morgan Estates, Lake Crest, Bayview, Austin Farm, Hickory Hills, and Harris Hills, East Ridge, just outside of Chattanooga. We'll come up to McMinn County. So we've got Riceville, Athens, Nyota. You can go to bed. Etowah, Englewood. Etowah is still hanging tight a little bit longer. Come up to Greenback. Greenback, you're good. You're still under a special weather statement, but the strongest part of the cell has worked its way towards Happy Valley, Tallahassee, Indian Boundary, Bald River Falls. Let me switch to the Morristown radar. And it's all working its way. Townsend, improving conditions. Maryville, you can go to bed. So things are winding down, my friends. Just a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings. Special weather statement towards Kingsport, Johnson City now. Still severe thunderstorm warning ongoing right now in the mountains of Greene County and Cott County, but things are improving. The strongest part of the cell is currently in Bradley County right now. Everybody else can go to bed. Greenback can go to bed. We've lost some power, Thomas says, in Hamilton County. Monroe County. What about Monroe County, says Shay? Monroe County, still under a special weather statement, but you're improving conditions. You can go to bed. What's up, Jackie? Watts Bar and Roane County, Ray County, I should say. Where's Watts Bar Lake? Right on the center of your screen. Got that on my weather map. And you can go to bed or get up and go to work. Whatever we're doing at this point of the game. It's 4:37 in the morning. No, this is all moving southeast. I think I'm caught up on the chat. Thank you, Dean. Dean, there's a good report. Highway 131 from Granger County to Washburn, a lot of debris, but nothing blocked. Standing water, but not flooded as of right now. Thanks for what you're doing, sir. You're welcome. And thank you, sir, for the information. It takes a village to keep our village safe, right? National Weather Service has now expired the severe thunderstorm warning for Cotton Green, Sevier, Unicoi, and Washington County. So now we only have one severe thunderstorm warning, 2 special weather statements. So now we'll concentrate on Bradley County and southern McMinn County. Bradley County, southern McMinn County. I'd say stay weather alert in Tellico Plains, Etowah, Benton, right along 411. I'd stay weather alert for the time being. This is the strongest storm that we're going to be dealing with, and then everybody else can go to bed or wake up. So Jackie, good question. Okay, probably because you're on the... Okay, I'll walk you through this real quick. If you're wondering about the app itself, I can walk you through the app for just a moment. Switch it over to the national radar. So go to... I'll show you how to do this real quick. So if you have the app, there's the app. You open up the app. She was asking about the question. Her question was, why does my weather app that comes with Apple show... what weather app are you talking about? Apple doesn't have a radar. Are you talking about my app or the Apple app, Jackie? Cott County, you can go to bed. There's a tornado watch until 6 a.m., but this was for this leading edge of the storm. The tornado watch will now, let's go back to that and see what they've done with the tornado watch. So yeah, you can see they're taking it out, and this will slowly but surely be a thing of the past here before long. So the Storm Prediction Center will get rid of that here momentarily. Does the Apple app have radar? I think I got rid of mine. Yeah, I got rid of my Apple radar. Just different color tables. But why are you using that one anyways, Jackie? Come on now, my friend. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. You're not going to get anything from Apple. A cool phone. But Jackie, you should download the East Tennessee Weather app. Just saying. Now go to the App Store, Jackie, and search East TN Weather, all one word. East TN, like the state of Tennessee. Weather, all one word, and it'll pop right up. Yeah, it's pretty nasty in Bradley County. It's just strong winds right now. Stephanie Mathis. Oh, let me go back to the radar as I crack my neck. Cosby, we're good. You're just testing me, aren't you, Jackie? I will tell you that what you get on... what you're going to get on the Apple app, you're just going to get straight up National Weather Service information. Totally fine. National Weather Service does a great job. They're human beings as well, giving out a forecast just like I am. I don't always go with what they're going with when it comes to temperatures. Strictly, for the most part, temperatures. I didn't even know it had a radar, to be honest with you. Trees down East Ridge, how's it looking? So I believe East Ridge is in the clear. Thomas, thanks for joining us this morning, by the way. Good morning, Stephen. Yes, sir. Yeah, see? Bless, you're following me on Facebook this morning. I don't know who else is live all night long. but it doesn't really matter. Blunt County? I think it's fine. This is the only storm that we're really dealing with right now. Von or Greenback, you can go to bed. Let's take a look at Von or Greenback, go to bed. Really, everybody can go back to bed or get up for work unless you're in McMinn, Bradley counties right now, or Hamilton. Bradley, Hamilton, or I'd even say McMinn County, hang tight for just a little bit longer. Everybody else can either get up, take a shower, and go to work. Wake Up with Witcher will start in 2 hours. A live weather update again. Not just talking about what's going on now, but we'll do a live weather update coming up in 2 hours. I got to go get ready for work for the day. Not when you're running a one-man ship, Portia. No, ma'am. Hamilton County. I'm not going to try to say her name. I apologize. You can go to bed. So this is the last storm that we're really going to be dealing with. Oh, Bluntville, Sullivan County. Thank you. Sullivan County. I believe you can go to bed. Got to bear with me. Oh, Sullivan County's Upper East Tennessee. Let's check in on that. Got to bear with me on some of these counties. I never broadcast up towards Tri-Cities, and I never broadcast before down in Chattanooga. But Sullivan County still a special weather statement, but you can go back to bed or get ready for work. So, Brandon, good morning, and welcome to the day. If you slept through it all night and you're just now joining, going, hey, listen, that was a good night's sleep. Now it's time for work. Anyways, Tri-Cities area and Chattanooga area, I am still learning those areas. There are TV stations up there. There are 3 TV markets in East Tennessee. 3 TV markets in East Tennessee. You've got Knoxville, you've got Tri-Cities, and you've got Chattanooga. And they operate. So there's 3 stations in every town. So that's 6 stations. Well, East Tennessee Weather covers all of East Tennessee. And so when I was in the Knoxville market, I didn't do Tri-Cities and I didn't do Chattanooga. So I'm learning those counties, learning the cities, learning the names, learning those communities more and more every single day. So bear with me, but East Tennessee weather does cover all of East Tennessee. From the Cumberland Plateau to Chattanooga to the Smoky Mountains, up to Tri-Cities, up to the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Oh, my friend, you were well past that. Corrington, you're welcome to get about your day and watch out for debris on the roads this morning. I will say that. So as we get ready for work, if you're getting ready for work this morning, not everyone has the day off today. So we are seeing improving conditions up into Kingsport and Sullivan. Kingsport, actually the heaviest rain is now worked its way just off to your east. So improving conditions there. Still one severe thunderstorm warning. 1, 2, 3, 4 special weather statements for the mountains, but we will see improving conditions and we'll be okay. So if you're getting up and getting ready for work, good morning. Welcome to the day. Happy Memorial Day, my friends. And if you are a service member, ever served in our military, ever at all, thank you very much for your service. I say that from the bottom of my heart. We wouldn't be a nation where we are without all of you servicemen and women. And I know that a lot of us think about barbecues and lake days and parties, but what is the day really about? It's about the people that fight for our country too, Well, if you give me cities and counties, that's what I've been telling everybody. Big trucker show. I like it. Big trucker show. If you give me city and county, I will definitely be able to diagnose that a lot easier. and a lot faster. So city and county is definitely the fastest way to do it. Yeah, Rachel. Thanks for joining. Tell me you've downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, have you, Rachel? Not just on Facebook. I don't get paid through Facebook, you know. Go download and subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube. Go smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Go download the East Tennessee Weather app. I do have a donation page if you don't have a business and wanted to help support an upcoming small business here in East Tennessee called East Tennessee Weather. You can go to easttnweather.com. There is a donate button. You can buy me a cup of coffee. And I would appreciate all the support. We're just getting off the ground. Been launched since October. October 1st is when we launched. Been a few bumps and bruises along the way. We're going to continue a few bumps and bruises along the way, but I am here for you each and every storm. Now listen, just keep in mind that every single severe thunderstorm warning, especially those lone rogue ones during like the random summer months, you know that's impossible. I won't be able to cover every single thing every single day. But the main events, I will always be here every single main event on all platforms. And so I hope you're here to stay, and I hope you stick around. The National Weather Service continues the severe thunderstorm warning for Bradley and Hamilton County. And so that's really the most notable storm at hand right now. Everybody else just going to see some rain. So Tellico Plains, Athens. Heads up. It's going to work its way into Benton. Whew, jeez. Ducktown. But just go smash the subscribe button on YouTube. That's all you got to do. Sierra did it. She's joining us on YouTube. What's up, Sierra? The lightning and thunder is wild in Bradley County. We have 64 lightning strikes right now. And that's within the last 5 minutes, by the way. So 64 lightning strikes in the last 5 minutes. You want to see something cool? Watch this. This is going to be cool. You want to see how much lightning we've had in the last hour? So this is lightning in the last hour. Whoa. So let's get northern Georgia out of there. And so just in East Tennessee, in the last hour, we've had 762 lightning strikes, with the majority of that. Actually, let me make sure this isn't picking up just based on radar. I don't think it is. No, it's not. No. All right. So in the last hour, we've had 765 lightning strikes just in East Tennessee. And you can see down towards Bradley County where it is really firing up. I do have these where I can go 3D on this, and you can see the intensity of the lightning as well. So these will change color and height based on intensity. Isn't that pretty cool? Pretty cool stuff right there. The Ocoee, Benton, right along Highway 33. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's nonsense. Got to keep it down to 5 minutes. Okay, within the last 1 minute, we've had 12 lightning strikes in this vantage point. In the last 5 minutes, 12 lightning strikes right there in this view. Anyways. Oh, big trucker show. I like it. I don't have any FCC rules too, by the way. There's no cussing on here, but you know, we can be a little bit more ourselves than being under the FCC guidelines. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So you should see when it's really intense and we have some really, and that's just, by the way, that's just, so that's negative and positive. Lightning strikes, you can take off the negative. You can take off the positives. So we have more negative lightning strikes than positive lightning strikes. I can do a whole bunch of cool stuff. We can do it based on age. So the older it is, the newer it is, the whiter the color it is, the older it is, the browner the color it will be. That's pretty cool. Kind of gives you an idea of how long it's been, over the last 5 minutes anyways. Jessica, I'm sorry. Lightning just shook my house so hard, the cover of my bathroom light just popped off. Scared the heck out of me. That would scare me too. I think you're late to the party there, Dustin. We asked that question a long time ago. Are you just catching up on chat? Are you scrolling through the chat? So, question here. I just wanted to search it to make sure I had my answer right and to actually be able to define it better for you. So, Big Trucker Show says, what's the difference between positive and negative lightning strikes? Negative lightning strikes is the transfer of negative charges from the cloud to the ground. So, when you see the cloud go down to the ground, and typically it comes from lightning formed at the base of a cloud, okay? Positive lightning originates in the upper parts of the cloud, like the anvil, and is a transfer of positive charges to the ground. So negative, I believe negative. If I recall right, I believe negative. Thus, positive lightning is much more lethal and causes greater damage than negative lightning. There we go. Positive lightning can be the dominant type of cloud-to-ground lightning during the winter months. Interesting. And the dissipating stage of a thunderstorm. So we can kind of get bolts from the blue. They're the most dangerous. But we do have, as you can see, watch this. So there's negative lightning strikes. So we have a lot more negative lightning strikes. Then I'll take off the negative lightning strikes, then positive. See that? So here's your negative, and there's your positive. So we have a lot more negative lightning strikes, so not as dangerous, if you will, than positive lightning strikes. But positive lightning strikes are those ones from like the anvils. They're like the ones that's where you can get bolts from the blue. Have you ever heard of that? Bolts from the blue is where it can be sunny, and if there's a thunderstorm far away, you can still get lightning to discharge off that anvil. That would be positive. And those ones are deadly and scary. And you're like, where did that come from? I.e. bolts from the blue. No, I'm not. We're going to take a break here in a second. As soon as these severe thunderstorm warnings come to an end, which they are in effect until 5 a.m. As soon as these severe thunderstorm warnings are going to come to an end, we're going to shut the broadcast down. I'm going to build my weather maps for the day ahead and dive into a little bit more of the details of the forecast for the day ahead. I have to update my radio stations, and so we'll have to update all that information. But live Wake Up with Witcher will start at 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to join for a live weather broadcast to find out what's going on for the rest of the day today, we will be broadcasting again live on all East Tennessee weather platforms in just 2 hours. I am going to go get me a cup of coffee there, though. So just search East Tennessee weather, East TN weather, all one word, East Tennessee weather. Should be able to pop up on YouTube. There is a link, by the way, Betty, if you're on Facebook. So go to the very main page of this Facebook platform right now. Like, the description of this live in Facebook. Okay. I have added all of my links to download the app, to find me on YouTube. It is all right there. So, Betty, what I'm talking about here is this. If you come up here, this is where you're watching me live. This is my Facebook page. If you come up here and click on See More, There's a joke there. There are my links. So there's your iPhone link. Click on that. If you're on your cell phone, that will take you right to the App Store, or just copy and paste it and send it to yourself onto your cell phone or whatever. There's the YouTube link right there. So if you click on that YouTube link, it's going to take you to my East Tennessee YouTube Facebook page. Well, why ain't that working? We're going to have to fix that link. There we go. So there we go. We're broadcasting live. We've been broadcasting live now for 3 hours. And so there you can find all of your updates from, the shenanigans. I do shorts. I do 1 minute with Witchers that show up. That also shows up on the East Tennessee Weather app. And look at that. We need to get to 2,000 subscribers. Come on, help me out. Go smash that subscribe button right there. Smash that subscribe button. Help East Tennessee Weather out. But also everything that you see on social media, the more you share, the more you like, the more you comment, the more we learn together, the more the platform grows, which is, the goal. The goal is to be the number one stop shop for weather in East Tennessee. Dude, okay, Big Trucker Show. What's your name, bro? Here we go. I'm going to give you a link. You're studying. Here we go. Listen, here, dude, watch this. All right, the Big Trucker Show. The Big Trucker Show. Here we go. I just posted it in the link right now. Boom. So check it out. I just posted this just below whatever you just said. I'm studying to be a storm spotter chaser, so I appreciate the info. I just clicked a link right. I just put that link. Go click on that link. Take the virtual course, the Skywarn Storm Spotters course with the National Weather Service, and become a storm spotter for East Tennessee weather. They're called Witchers Weather Watchers. We have, we're at 30 now. We have a group chat going on. Eli Bray joined us a while ago. And so that's where you can join the broadcast, dude, to become a Witcher Weather Watcher. All right, we got some flooding that's taking place here, so let's get some flood information going. So we currently do have a flash flood warning now for Hamilton County. Flash flood warning for Hamilton County that's just issued by the National Weather Service. The information on that is flash flood warning for West Central Bradley County and East Central Hamilton County until 8 o'clock this morning. At 4:56, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 to 2 inches of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1/2 inch to 1 inch are still possible over the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Some locations will be Chattanooga, Cleveland, Lakesite, Harrison, South Cleveland, Harrison Bay State Park, Hopewell, and Middle Valley. Turn around, don't drown. When encountering flooded roads, most flooded deaths occur in vehicles. And let me show you the rainfall from this. So we'll do the rainfall amounts over the last 12 hours. So right around Bow Springs, Lake Crest, Morgan Estates, over the last 12 hours, over the last 24 hours. So we picked up 2 inches of rainfall already there. So that's why they've issued the flash flood warning. So that's going to continue until 8 o'clock this morning. Still have those severe thunderstorm warnings in Benton. It's now moved its way into Polk County, so Benton, Ducktown. This area has been hit, Campacoe. This area has been hit hard the last few days. We've had several tornado-warned storms through this part of East Tennessee. A lot of folks think that the mountains destroy the storms and doesn't do anything, but that's not the case. Right? Who needs those? Nick, there you go. Nick, bro. Hey, man, so go take that course. It takes about 2 hours. Once you get that certificate from the National Weather Service, I'll post my email in here. Message me, Mike. Let's see, Mike at easttnweather.com. I just put that up on the chat. So there is my link to my email. Send me your certificate from the National Weather Service. When you do that, I will add you to the group. We have about 30 people in a group chat. It doesn't matter if you're iPhone or Android, and you can actually literally join live on the broadcast like right now. And you can give me storm reports. You can talk about it. We're going to fix the echo. We've had an echo going on. I've got some audio issues with that. But, I mean, listen, it's you storm spotters and everybody that lives in our community. You're the ones that are going to make what this is. And so Dustin's a What's Your Weather watcher. So that's the WWW, not the old school WWW. Not the World Wide Web. We are Witcher's Weather Watchers. We're getting hats and t-shirts made. You'll get a free hat and a t-shirt, my friend. If that's not a incentive to become a Witcher Weather Watcher, I don't know what is. Plus, you can join on the broadcast, which really it's really cool. And the other side note is listen, I'm used to having a slew of meteorologists to bounce ideas off with, right? Well, the cool thing is there's a lot of you. So we've got about 30 Witcher Weather Watchers so far. Sweetwater, you're in the clear. Debbie, you can go to bed. Yes, please do. Tabitha, send me your certificate. So message me. I just put it up on the screen. Mike@easttnweather.com. Mike@easttnweather.com right there on the screen. Send me your certificate. I want you to have the certificate and take the course with the National Weather Service. I want you to be a legit storm spotter. This is only going to help us out. It's only going to help the National Weather Service out. And we will continue to move forward, but, just helping our community out. And it's a lot of fun, the conversation. So anyways, what I was going to say is I don't have anybody to talk to about weather anymore. I don't have any other meteorologists to bounce ideas off of or forecast ideas, but the group chat that we have going on with Witcher's Weather Watchers, we're talking a bunch. But when you have 30 people chatting in a group, your phone's probably going to blow up every once in a while. But it's also a lot of fun. I haven't paid attention to Witcher Weather Watchers this morning and see if there's anybody on there. So Witcher Weather Watchers are at it again. So, there's a big old group chat. Got Dustin and Jessica and Jesse. We got a lot of women, by the way. So Tabitha, sweet. I will get you added today. Once you send that to me. So hey, listen, send me your certificate. Okay, so send me a copy of your certificate, but also send me your phone number. Send me your ditches, girlfriend. Send me your phone number, and also send me what county and what city you're in, and then I will send you a link. Because we're not using like iPhone or Android. We're using a third-party link called Signal because it allows Android users to be combined with iPhone users and allows full quality, and it's all encrypted, full quality resolution photos and videos, and I can add iPhone and Android without losing any data or encryption or anything like that. So send me your phone number and also send me your city and county and your certificate, and we'll get you on there. Jamie Wise just joined. The girls are going to be overtaking the guys for Witcher Weather Watchers here real soon. There seems to be a lot more interest in female storm spotters than I ever imagined, by the way. Because it's always, every time I've ever gone to those courses, it is mostly men. So I am so proud of you, ladies. So proud of you. That is really cool. Really cool stuff right there. And you get a free t-shirt. You're part of a club, that's right. Well, come on. Crap, what'd you say your name was? Nick? Did you say it was Nick? The Big Trucker Show. Nick. I think you said Nick. I'd have to go back up in the chat. Perfect. Well, perfect. Then we have got it's a private group chat that I've set up. So since you already have the app, once you send me your certificate, I will send you a private link to get into the private chat on Signal. That's right. Ladies in the house. Heavy rain still. One severe thunderstorm warning continues for Polk County. Let me check in on some of those winds and see if we can kind of release everybody, because I still have to get ready for the shows for the day. And we still have flash flooding. So let me just kind of recap everything. We'll come back to the radar. We'll come back out to the wide view. And so we do have a flash flood, an aerial flood advisory for places like Harrogate. So when you look at precip and our 24-hour rainfall, so I have seen the heaviest rain from Union County over the last 24 hours to Harrogate, Tazewell, Sneedville, close to Sneedville anyways. Places like Oneida and Scott County, Fenchurch County has seen a lot. We've seen pockets of heavy rain over into northern Sharps Chapel to Maynardville. Heavy rain over into the mountains of East Tennessee. So again, we'll be watching the Little Pigeon River, see how that develops over time. Even over into Newport, we always get those rivers to flood during big rain events. Again, this rain is not over yet. We do have a flash flood warning currently for Hamilton and Bradley County. I will switch over to the high top radar because it will give you a better idea. Stand by. There we go. There's a high top radar. So that's where we've seen the heaviest rain, just south of Georgetown, right around Cleveland, Red Bank. So watch out for rising water there. Watch out for a lot of debris. We've had a lot of this move its way on through over the last 24 hours. It has been a mess. And is Michael on here? Michael! I just got a certificate number. Well, you're coming up on my email as Michael, but then your storm spotter says Elijah. And thanks for the support. I got some support through the East Tennessee for the donation page on easttnweather.com. So if you're interested in donating, by all means, come help the platform out. Buy me a cup of coffee. Don't have to by any stretch. But I'm going to show you something. We're going to show you, I'm just going to take you back. We're going to take you back here a little bit. I'm going to take you back the last 24 hours. Okay, this is 24 hours of storms in East Tennessee. Let me take off that. So we take it back to Sunday morning, yesterday morning, okay? 5:10 in the morning. All was well in the world. There came a couple storms during the morning, a couple showers. Here comes that wave. Remember, we had that wave, moved its way right across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. That produced severe thunderstorm warnings. Sunday afternoon, we were broadcasting live on East Tennessee weather right into southern and southeastern Kentucky. Had a severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. That ended at about 2:30 yesterday. Well, almost about 2:45 it ended. And then we were talking, okay, we got a little bit of time before more storms fire up. And here came that second wave. So then that second wave started to produce severe weather as we got into the 5 o'clock hour. Whoa, hold on a second. About 3:30 to 4 o'clock, I started to do live severe weather coverage. We had those rogue cells. Let me come back down to a different view here. This will give us a better view. This will do us a little bit better. All right, there we go. We had those rogue cells that moved out of Roane County, became a tornado-warned storm as we had a storm off of Watts Bar. So Roane County had a tornado-warned storm, severe weather, so that storm popped up. Had multiple severe thunderstorm warnings yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, and this was just round number one. Then that moved its way on out as we got closer to, say, 7 o'clock last night. And then we come into this morning, and during the overnight hours, we started to get our first severe weather warnings right around 1 o'clock, 1:30 this morning. And we've been broadcasting since 2 o'clock this morning as these storms kind of blasted their way through with a round of severe weather and a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. Not to mention we had multiple tornado warnings in East Tennessee. So over the last 2 days, we've had multiple tornado warnings and multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. But the good news is as we are winding things down. I would say if you're joining us from Polk County, all is well. Heaviest rain and strongest part of the cells are moving into the mountains of North Carolina. So we are going to wrap things up here. Hold on a second. We're going to wrap things up here in a moment. Janet? Did you just put me on the same level as James Spann? No, he's like an icon. Not even close. He knows every street, every corner, every neighborhood, every person, and he calls him out. James Spann is like an icon meteorologist in the world of weather. He is amazing, but I do solely appreciate that. I take that as an extreme compliment, by the way. So thank you very much, Janet. Tabitha, I just got your email, so I will send you. Let me get ready for the day. I'll send you that later, and we'll get you on the chat throughout the day. And Pam says she wants to join. So Pam, if you want to join, are you a storm spotter with the National Weather Service? If not, I will drop that into the chat right now. So give me a second. So I'm going to drop this into the chat right now. And there we go. So Pam, I just put the link for the to become a Skywarn Storm Spotter. So that is the link. It's a virtual class through the National Weather Service and their Skywarn Storm Spotter program. Once you take the course, it takes you about an hour and a half, I think, to 2.5 hours. You got to pass with, I think, an 80 or better, or 75 or better, something like that. Anyways, once you get your certificate, like it doesn't have to be the email, it could be the emailed one. Once you get your certificate from the National Weather Service saying you had passed the course, email me, mike@easttnweather.com, and I will get you part of the group. And we can get you into the group. You can get you on the program. It really helps with the information and we're spreading. We've got a lot. We have a lot of folks around East Tennessee. We are spreading East Tennessee. My goal is to have at least a couple of us in every single county that could join the broadcast and really help us all out during severe weather. Plus, if you're a weather nut, guess what? Come join the Weather Nut Train. We are all a bunch of weather nuts. All right, my friends, I am going to wrap things up right now. It is now 5:15. Some folks are getting up and going to work. Some of us are getting ready to go off to bed. Don't let me do that again. Don't let me do that again. Anyways. I was going to do something here real quick. There it is. We've done it the last couple of days because at the end of severe weather, I feel like it's necessary. Still have some pretty big boomers out there, but no severe weather threat from here on out. Thunderstorms will die on down. So somebody cue the music. We live in East Tennessee. I like me some bluegrass and country music every once in a while, but I like all genres of music. So don't judge me for who I am. I just like them all. Anyways, my friends, cue some little bluegrass music to wrap things up. We will do Wake Up with Witcher in an hour and 45 minutes. Boy, I got some work ahead of me. I've got to get everything ready for the day. And thanks for allowing me not to be in a shirt and tie. Do you know how relieving this is? Now, I do dress up a little bit every once in a while because it's nice to, but it's nice not to be forced in a suit and tie to be doing live severe weather coverage. You let me be who I am, and I do appreciate that more than you could possibly know. All right, have a great day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I'll see you for Wake Up with Witcher at 7 a.m. It is now 5:15. I'm just going to take the radar full. We'll let the music go for a second as I wrap things up and kind of finalize everything as we round this out. But thank you very much for being with me during the overnight hours. Thank you for trusting in me. My abilities as a meteorologist, I've been here in East Tennessee since 2005. A quick little stint on the National Weather Platform with Weather Nation, and now we're back in Tennessee, and we're here to stay for good. So if you like what you see, if you like what you had, if you like what you're getting, pass along the word. Remember, I do daily forecasts. I do 1 minute with Witchers. Probably going to be a little delayed this morning. We're going to get everything up and running here very shortly. But I do post those for quick little weather updates. They're on the East Tennessee Weather Platform, so check those out. And again, so go subscribe to YouTube, like and share things. It really only helps the platform. Listen, there are still thousands of people in this community that think I've retired, I've opened up a brewery, or I have gone to fly airplanes. Well, my friends, they've not seen it. Only 10% of you on my social media, only 10%. I have 30,000 followers on social media, just on Facebook, and only 10% of you see what I post every single day. So you got to come to the platform. You got to come to the app. It's a great tool. Gives you all the information you want. Lets you know when storms are approaching. Gives you lightning data. You can track storms. That's where I broadcast all the severe weather. But again, I do it on all East Tennessee weather platforms. I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, by the way. So if you have smart TVs, you can put East Tennessee weather up in your house, in your buildings, in your offices, in your waiting rooms. Take it to the cabins. If you have rental property and you have people that come in from out of town, let me know. I will give you some QR codes and some data where people can come visit East Tennessee and they can download the East Tennessee weather app. So when they're visiting our community, they can stay on top of the weather situation. We're not just doing one area, we're doing all areas of East Tennessee, my friends. And it takes you, our community, to make things work. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And happy Memorial Day, and thank you to all the servicemen and women. We do appreciate it. It's not just about barbecues and burgers, but it's going to be a lot of fun today. Watch out for a couple of isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. I'll walk you through that entire forecast on Wake Up with Witcher coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll see you back here real soon. Have a great day.
Thank you.